the outfit you're gonna have to roll a check on.
There we go. Finally back.
This is another moment of what the hell does.
That's what happens because I fucking decided to cutscene skip the.
Do me a. I guess give me a history check.
27.
Ooh.
Oh, a natural 20.
Sorry, that's what happens, dude. I was out of bounds for too long, and the game just decided to boot me.
Yeah, maybe you should focus on
Yeah,
where you clip out.
Well, I
That's
mean,
classy
look,
right
it's a
there.
60 FPS game. You're asking me to like.
Hey, Ghost Little Monster streaming.
It only works when it's actually at 32 FPS, Ben. Come
Well,
on.
I fucking made it work.
Yeah, now it crashed your computer. How you feeling?
It was weird. I got a blue screen of death, but I didn't even get a blue screen. My computer was too tired. All right,
So-
we're back.
Kenzie does his history check here to see if he can gather anything about the outfit or whatever. While it's interesting because the outfit actually kind of looks like descriptions you've seen of what people on the other continent wear, the one out to the west. But you've actually never heard of humans on the continent to the west. So, and he looks pretty much the same, like, same build, same genetics, whatever, as just anybody in the country you just came from or where, your surroundings now. So it's a little odd.
Oh, and just a note, the what's it called has stopped, right? The storm.
The storm, as you killed the ice elementals, it started to fade off. It's kind of like it's still snowing, but it's kind of like a light flurry snow.
But it's not like blizzarding.
Nope.
Okay.
Because you definitely have never encountered an outfit like what he's wearing on your current continent. None of you have.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have gloves?
Does he have gloves? Yes.
Can I take his gloves?
Sure.
Do they fit?
Roll for clothes.
Hang on. What's I can figure this out. I can get an answer on this. How tall is Kenzie?
5'2".
And how much does he weigh? I don't have anything for that on.
Like 100 something, 100 pounds. He's like super.
Twig.
He's super twig.
Nah, they're a little bit big on you. You can wear them, but they're like kind of loose fitting. They're not as
I'm
like.
gonna put
like
them on my
fitted.
horns.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna put them on my horns.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Do it.
I need fan art of that right now.
Yeah, the stream is over until we get the artwork of that.
I was gonna say, like, we either need to commission that or someone needs to draw it because your character portrait doesn't. Does your character portrait have horns?
He has horns.
Yeah.
Well, I know he has horns. I'm just saying. Okay, I guess he
No,
does.
it's on there because
Yeah.
if you see the little.
Okay,
nub-
yeah, no, I can probably Photoshop that up after the session.
You still gotta put the glasses on my character.
I told you had to. That was like the one thing about how your character got to have glasses. I said, okay, get me a picture of your character's portrait wearing glasses. I said you had to do it.
Yeah.
By the way, that reminds me, Q. Remind me later. I figured out what you quote unquote did in the interim. But you have to ask me later.
Okay. Also, a quick question. I sent you a DM on it just to check, because.
Sorry, I'm making a Photoshop gloves onto his horn. No.
When I come back, I'm gonna be so fucking confused, but I won't question it.
Hey, Tread, do I have to roll for burial?
For what?
For burial?
Oh, for burial. I think it's.
Bury the body.
No, I don't think that's a thing you gotta roll. What would you think you would need to roll on?
Dexterity, I would think.
No, you just take 10 and bury the fucker. Just for the sake of argument, you buried him under the tree because it's getting too fucking crowded.
Fair enough.
All right, so those two are hiding. That's that. Sir Robert's been done. The thing is buried. Figure 10 more minutes before the others come back from getting your own shit.
All right.
I assume that detect magic is done at this point.
Yeah. It only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah. You ritual cast something and you've gone up here and no, you haven't ritual cast anything yet. You were going.
I've ritual cast Gentle Repose.
Right. Yeah. No, I was thinking you were talking about another spell you were gonna. But burying him took like a hot minute. So because it's like I think I said it's like half hour or so to get from there to here. So yeah, like 10 more minutes in game time, not in real time. You've got one dwarf who wants his booze, two dwarves who are still kind of like one's kind of like calmly freaking out, and one's kind of like not calmly, still kind of freaking out.
I'm so proud of you for using that fucking descriptor of all things. Thank you.
What's the tea with this? What's the tea with this guy? He's not freaked out by Silver, is he?
I mean, it's a fucking dragon. Yeah, he's a little freaked out by the dragon. Dragon's not doing anything to him. He's kind of just curled up in the corner chilling. But most people, you should just kind of assume at this point that most humanoids, when they see Silver, are going to be kind of freaked out by him. He's getting towards horse side.
It's fine, Silver. They don't know better.
He knows.
You hear
Or
Kenzie
doesn't
shout
care.
over from the distance. His name's Beans.
I'll just chuckle under my breath a little at the sound of that.
Name is Bean. All right. Sounds like nothing else.
Until the rest of the party gets back, I'll just be over here petting Beans on his head.
Well, whatever. They're back now.
Fuck you.
Ben, Q, Flavia, you're all back.
Excellent. Let's go on it.
I considered trying to really quick Photoshop up the tents in this map, but I'm not.
You two, no way in fucking hell, dude. That will take.
Not. I mean, I could have done it without like the filters to make it look good, and I don't know. Whatever. Move on.
Well, the upside is that this location should be Ben's jacking.
You can draw the tents on the ground if you want.
Nah, we're gonna. There's a
Ben?
reason it's
Did I
called the
put you on
fucking
map?
Peter
You
of the
deleted
Mountain.
yourself again, you son of a bitch.
And what's Palmer been doing during all of this?
Dead, because we can't hear him if he's trying to speak.
I get the impression he's probably. I don't. Oh. Yes.
It's okay.
That was right the first time. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I fucked up the map. Shut up. All right, so we have tent set up,
Mhm.
and you've still got a dwarf who's very anxious for his shit. Like he's sober enough now.
Shit,
to
I
be
forgot
like,
I was completely muted. Yeah, I busted out of the game again.
Son of a bitch. Okay, I'll put you back in again. If you do it one
All
more
right.
time, then I'm just gonna say you walked off into the woods, and you're gonna have to deal with that.
It's his night for watch anyway.
Mhm.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo!
There we go. Finally, Palmer.
Palmer! What's up, dude?
Always.
Forgot you were in here.
My
There's my
girlfriend
attempt.
was drunk, so
There's
Ah.
my attempt at
Oh.
drawing her tents.
Please never do that again.
I'm not an artist. Don't
I know.
judge me.
I fucking judge you harsher for it.
what do you
Like,
need me to roll?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing in particular. We're dealing with a couple of pissed off dwarves and some less pissed off dwarves and very sober dwarves and
Yeah.
Paul, do you
Not
have
about
locate object prepared?
No, I don't have a locate object.
Son of a bitch.
I don't
I'm
get
gonna
to.
have to do everything.
I don't get to prepare skills. I just have to learn them and hope they're useful.
Tiefling boy.
His
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna
Stop
have to
running
do
away from me,
Maybe
Tiefling boy, or you're
something-
going in the catapult.
Oh, I was
I
just
prefer
checking.
not to.
I have things for you to identify. Let me know what they are, please.
Okay. Kenzie will take the items and move away from Atos.
Uh-huh.
necklace and a cape.
Alright, I'll start ritual casting identify.
While you do that, I'm gonna check whatever's in this tent. See if I can maybe find those damn flasks that they're asking about.
I was
Yeah.
actually gonna cast locate object to do that.
I mean, you can absolutely do that if you want. I'm just taking the easy way, and if we don't find it, who cares?
Yep. I'll cover your back just in case.
Thank you.
Don't forget to check for traps.
Oh yeah, you want to do that first?
Yeah, I come.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Alright, what the fuck am I rolling here?
It's a good question. How does that work?
Perception?
Probably.
I remember in 3.5 there was an actual
Dirty 20.
skill. There was an actual skill called locate traps, I believe.
Right. Yeah.
There is
little
one
weird,
still. Getting this.
It's trap sense, I believe, right?
I think it's locate traps.
Trap finding
Yeah,
is the ability, if that's what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's what I'm talking
Skill is
And I
set.
have the spell find traps.
That's
So
what I'm talking
here's-
about.
was not prepared though. We've been in the wilderness. Why would I need to prepare on pine traps?
I don't know. You prepared a bunch of other random crap.
But
I
Ben
rolled
walks in.
a 16 plus 4 is 20, so like whatever.
For looking for traps.
You spot no traps in the room. What you do see is there's a small chest sitting on your left on the ground. Not too small actually. Not small. It's like kind of medium to large size.
Okay.
There's a little table across from you, and it's got like some bread and cheese on top there. But beneath the table, there's a big old pile of flasks.
I was about to say, are the flask in the tent? Because I
Yep,
lost locate object.
Atos is going to pick them up.
Well, there are far more flasks underneath that table, and there are dwarves in that pen.
Yep. So Atos is going to motion to Devrai to help him move them out and then spread them out basically on this platform.
Yep.
And
Find your flask.
yep, Paul
Find your flask for $1.
is a pile of flasks here. If it's yours, come find it.
As soon as, well, I mean, they can't actually. No, you come out and you spread it, and like you're making noise over there, but they can't really see what you're doing, and they don't speak common, so they don't.
He'll hold up a flask. He'll hold up a flask to show them what it is.
The first one, the one that actually drank, comes running over at this point. Starts sorting through them, and there's like no question about it. Like he knows what he's looking for. He finds his. He shakes it. You can hear it. You can tell too when you're moving them that most of these flasks have something. He shakes it and pops it open and drinks like a little bit. Gets a smile on his face and drink like he just downs like 3/4 of the rest of what's in there, and clearly calms like very heavily.
Are we sure that's not good bad stuff? Or what is that?
No, we'll find out.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Really?
Oh, it's a terrible
Dibs.
Whatever.
Dibs, it's booze.
I don't
It's
know.
water.
Are you sure it's booze? It's not like some kind of medicine or weird potion shit.
If it was medicine or some weird potion, I would know.
I'll drink it.
Yeah, Palmer will try anything. Palmer will try anything.
Well, the other three come over.
Me.
Palmer, roll me a d20.
It's actually acid.
Get a 10.
All right, so you kind of like, how do you like? There's a pile here. Like, are you gonna pick one? Are you gonna like, are you just gonna like grab one at random? There's a shitload of flasks here.
I'm gonna take a sip of all of them.
Everything.
Even the ones that have already been claimed.
Well, no, only the one has been claimed, and he now is plopped down over by the fire, like, you know, like just sitting and like just sipping a little bit, kind of staring at the flames. But he seems much calmer.
Yeah, listen, guys. Listen, I got some scientific stuff to do here, so I'm gonna try a little bit of all these, and then I'll let you know.
So the three of them sit and watch you, and it's like clockwork. Each of the three of them notices the moment you pick up theirs. Like they're a little bit too short to really dig through them from where they're sitting. But you know, as soon as you pick up each one, they all look at it and they all look sort of disappointed over and over until finally you pick one up, and this dude comes like charging up to you and is like, "Give me it! No, give me it! Give it!" Like he's like gesturing really fucking hard for you to give it without you drinking it. Before you drink it, I should say.
I'm gonna say, why though?
It's like pointing at himself. It's mine. It's mine. Give it to me. But
I'll
you
say,
can't understand
listen.
him saying that. It's the others who could speak
Just
to him.
give it to him.
I'm gonna point to the other bottles and be like, "Have one of those, my man."
Give
Don't
him his fucking
That's
bottle,
a
Palmer, before I
cultural
whack you with my
platform.
warhammer.
All right.
Don't
I
speak
go.
common.
I lean forward to hand him the bottle, and right before he takes it, I take a sip of it real quick, and I go, "Here you go, my germs."
He tackles the shit out of you.
That's fine.
Nice.
You fucking earned it. You earned.
Roll
that,
me a
Palmer.
quick strength saving throw there. He takes you the fuck to the ground.
No,
I am
look,
not helping you.
Nope.
I
He's
said,
not-
man.
Neither am I.
You
I
brought that
talked
on
him
yourself,
further
buddy.
by telling him that was the worst shit I've ever tasted. It's not even good.
Well,
If he takes hit points, you're not healing him. If he takes damage, you're not healing him.
nope.
Relax.
I can heal myself.
So he's trying to get the flask out of your hand, but failing.
I drink the rest of it.
I would say a check is needed at this point. He's got somebody on top of him.
Yeah, you also do need to roll a dex check there to see if you can do that while he's he's trying to actively get it out of your hand. It's not the easiest thing to pop. That's not a success. It's not low enough for you to drop it, but so you try to after he's trying to fail at getting it out of your hand, but failing to, he gets up, he stands up, and he just stomps down as hard as he can on the wrist holding the flask. Okay. And that's what that 22 strength, 22 is a strength roll for that. Give me a con check.
Uh-oh. About to break his fucking wrist.
Oops.
Break the wrist, walk away.
Get off the table.
You managed not to get your wrist broken or let go of the thing.
All right, here we go.
So he's...
Okay. This is going far enough. I'm going to come over here and cast Hold Person on the dwarf.
Meanwhile, by the way, the other two here are both going up top, and they're starting to dig through their own shit because they're not waiting to see if somebody else is going to try to drink their shit.
I'm casting Hold Person on the dwarf on top of Palmer. This is going on long enough.
I would like to cast Stinking Cloud.
Now you're trying to cast a spell that requires you to move your hands while the dwarf is like actively fucking with hands. That seems difficult.
Palmer, don't make me cast it on you as well. I have another spell.
It's a concentration spell, isn't it?
Is he Hold Personed?
Not yet.
Oh, I can actually cast it on 2 people if I cast it. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, you don't have a 3rd level spell anymore.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's wisdom saving throw. Okay, he's gonna have a pretty bad whiz mod because he's so sober. -3.
Doesn't matter.
Smokey.
Nope, still fighting for that flask.
I'll cast it again.
Have it again?
No,
Yes,
you...
I have one more usage of his 2nd level spell. I will cast it
You know
again.
what? It's time. Can I roll to kick the dwarf?
But it requires an action though, so it's gonna wait until at least everybody gives another shot at trying.
Can I roll to kick the dwarf?
You can do whatever you want.
What am I rolling?
Flavia is not going after the dwarf. She is going after the flask.
29 athletics is pretty powerful. Somehow, while the other two are struggling between each other and both of them trying to get the flask, you'll still succeed, but roll me a strength check on that, Alec.
I guess I don't have to kick anybody.
Oh no!
So
I'm terrible tonight.
You manage to get the flask out of Palmer's hand, but the dwarf tackles your ass now.
All right, hold on. Actually,
I roll to kick the dwarf.
Wait, hold on.
Flavia puts it in his hand.
Hold on. Before you do that.
No,
Before you do
Flavia
that,
just... Alright, shut up for a second. Flavia literally just puts it in his hand. She takes
Yeah, there's really no reaction anybody can do to that at that point.
I'm loving the chaos.
I roll to kick the dwarf anyway.
I'm actually going to interject here with this.
No, technically, order of operations, the person who said it first should do it first. So it should be that Flavia gives back the dwarf his flask, and then Deveray rolls to kick the dwarf.
All right, I was trying to actually interject there before he did that, but okay.
He said kick the dwarf pretty early. I had to resolve what happened with Flavia first, and then moves to him. We're not working off initiative here, and if we were, Deveray would probably still be first.
Is this over, or am I kicking the fucking dwarf?
Well, you said I kicked the dwarf, so that got added into the action.
All right, I'm assuming I roll attack here.
Unarmed attack, yeah.
Oh, gee.
Which
what's
is not
my
a roll. It's your
D20
you roll
plus your
2
strength
attack.
modifier.
Yeah, it's just your attack roll.
Oh, good, a 17.
I hope that hits a fucking drunk dwarf.
Oh,
Not
Sober dwarf.
Where do you kick him?
Where do you think?
Oh, no.
I'm gonna kick him in.
Red Saiyan.
I'm gonna kick him in the foot and just like knock it off.
Oh, it's not as fun.
Well, I can kick him in the shin, but that'll probably piss him off real bad.
Yes, please, let's keep this fight going.
This is gonna go all kinds of south.
Moves this the fuck over. He rolls off of Flavia as he gets kicked. Kind of rolls off to the side, kind of dangerously close to that fire. But by the time he comes to a rest, he's already got the flask open and to his mouth.
All right, all's well that ends well.
And by this point, you turn and you look at the other two, and you notice both of them also drinking.
All right.
I'm gonna go to Palmer and just smack him upside the head.
I would like to cast Crown of Madness.
The fuck? Guys, it's getting out of control. This is escalating.
Damn it, Palmer, you
hard.
should know better by now than the message.
Escalate.
On my
Yeah, do it. Fuck it. What's the worst that's gonna happen?
You should know better than to fuck with people's alcohol.
He raises a good point. Of all people.
Hey, listen, it wasn't even that good, guys. Trust me, it was terrible.
I still smack him upside the head.
Can you roll me a con check real quick? It's gonna be at like -3, but roll me a con check, Palmer. See how drunk this actually got you. It got you pretty drunk. Like, you're claiming it just wasn't that good, but you're like 3 sheets to the wind.
So he doesn't even feel me smacking him in the head.
Look, there's a difference between good
Not
and effective, okay?
Like, can still drive home drunk, or like my girlfriend throwing up drunk.
You're at the point where you've passed, like, I think I'm sober enough to drive home, even though you're actually not. You're like, you're so drunk that you've re-entered the I know I'm not okay to drive kind of stage. But you're gonna tell everybody around you you're okay to drive, and then you're just gonna kind of like go to the back seat of your car and pass out with like one of your shoes on and your hat on your arm,
Seems too
like
real.
blanket.
Trad, calm down. This seems too real.
All right.
You know, we're working through a lot of personal stuff here.
I'd actually like to use
Want to
command.
be specific.
I would still like to use command.
Command on who for what?
Mur Grovel.
What?
Oh,
What
no.
the fuck is going on now? This is turning into
Enough.
inter-party bullshit. Guys, calm
Hey,
down.
yo, can we get out of here? You guys are really holding us up.
Mur, we're spending the night here.
I would like to stand up and be like, geez, what's the holdup? Can we get, let's cut out.
No, I'm actually
We're
going to use
staying here
command on this.
tonight, guys.
And I am still using command, so if Mur can make me a spell save DC, he should make it easily, though. Wisdom.
A wisdom saving throw, Palmer.
Yep.
The two up on the podium
I
seem
know, he failed.
Well, wait a minute. Is there a -3 modifiers to this?
It doesn't matter, even if he
No, the -3 was for the strength of the booze.
No, yeah, he basically tells Mur, enough. Cut it out. And that's basically the command is literally just stop, so he just stands stock still for about 6 seconds, and Atos just moves on. That's literally all he does.
I would like to use jack off of all trades.
You already are one, don't you worry, Mur.
I'm going to bed at this point. I'm tapped and I'm tired. I almost died today.
We probably should like tie this guy up.
Oh yeah, well, we have an extra tent, so...
Who's on guard duty tonight?
That's
It's me
you.
and you.
Alright, well, he gets to spend the night with us then.
Oh, I know.
So you note that 3 of the dwarves have drank themselves into apparent stupors. The first one to talk to you, though, is still kind of awake, and he's still sitting there watching the fire.
He's talking to Flavia or Kenzie, because I think tongues ran out at this point.
No, he's not still talking to you. I'm saying the first one of them who did speak to you.
Oh,
Flavia isn't going to press him now. She figures it'll be just as good to wait until the next one.
Kenzie will look over to him. Just head tilt, smile.
Before I take my shift, I'm gonna toss the dwarf a pound of jerky because I assume he probably hasn't fucking eaten in a good bit either.
He eats the shit out of it.
I
will
figured.
also give him a ration and just say, "This is for you or to share with any of your dwarven compatriots."
Kenzie, how's that identifying going?
He eats the shit out of it. He eats all of it.
The ration too.
Yep.
Oh, that's fine.
Actually,
Uh,
no, I got it. Oh.
All right, how did the identify go? That shouldn't have taken that long. This should have taken 10 minutes while they were doing all
No.
that.
You know, I was gonna do it to at some point, and then
Okay.
and then Palmer started on his bullshit.
Oh no, this was.
Come on.
I mean, to be fair, everybody else made it worse.
It was hilarious. That was awesome.
That was a good time.
It was messy, but it was funny as shit.
Roy, the 2 items are currently. I just popped them both up. You should be able to see them in the party inventory.
Alright,
is-
so which
Which
are they?
should be towards the bottom of the list. If you want to tell everybody what they are, I can release reveal it to everyone and tell them. But for now, you're the only
But
one
it's
who
the
knows.
2 at the bottom.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see.
While we're at it, you said that this area had the flasks and not much else. You said.
Oh, I said there was a treasure chest, kind of a medium-sized treasure chest.
Yeah, why don't you take
Otherwise,
care of
there's
that?
It's kind of just what you can see. Green bedroll, chair.
So that's his area.
Green specifically?
I mean, it looks green, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see it from where you are.
Nope.
Oh. There you go.
Great.
Yep. All right. Let's see here. That is enough room to hold like 2 doors. So we at least
Have we
have
asked anything about the catapult yet? I don't think so, right? No one's
No, we'll test it out in the
No.
morning. Don't
Let's
worry.
Like literally,
Let's
no
wait
one's
till
asked
tomorrow.
any of them about the catapult. The biggest thing that's been happening. We're like,
Nibs.
yeah.
Nibs.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Okay, well, that wasn't our. That was
Look,
Nibs. That was
If you
Larry
keep this up,
asking.
I'm gonna come over there, and you're gonna find out firsthand how it works. You'd fit into that
There's
little
an elephant in
basket.
the room, and we're not talking about it.
I will fit you into that basket.
Nibs, do you really want to find out
This is not Nibs talking. This is Larry talking.
I
Larry,
think
do you
he's
really
talking
want to
about.
find? Do you really want to find out what the T is with the catapult? Because we could put Nibs in the catapult.
Not putting- It's good fucking luck. I'll run away faster. Get the hell out of here. No,
What's your strength mod?
Dude, I will be faster than
He
you.
has a higher strength than you.
Yeah.
I know he does, but it doesn't matter. I can run away from him.
I'm talking to you about him.
Mhm.
You have a
Yeah,
higher
I think
strength
Larry's the only
than
one that can outrun me at this point.
Debatable. If he uses his actions, he can get about you to a little.
Where's the horse?
Oh, the horse is still. The horse is out
Yeah,
there.
no, I can triple sprint. He can only double sprint.
Yeah, I can only
Whenever
double.
you
And I
guys
have
are-
longer movement.
I'm gonna
Whenever you
whistle
guys
the
are
beans.
done.
Come on, buddy, it's bedtime. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
what we get out of those items?
So Kenzie will hold up the cape and give it like a flick to like shake out whatever snow is stuck to it now. This is called the Cape of the Tallest. Makes someone 2 inches taller, and they get. And he kind of like tilts his head. Excellent posture. Anyone that's wearing it also gains advantage on all of their charisma checks against anyone short of them.
Okay.
I'm
And
the
if they're
tallest
the
in the party, but I don't need it.
if they are the
Yeah, it won't help you.
if they are the tallest person within 20 feet of anyone, they gain +3 to an initiative roll.
That is fascinating. I
Kind of like put it on Palmer's shoulders. Just for
Palmer's
now,
not-
at least.
As he does, Palmer looks about 2 inches taller, and he's
Is
standing
it up to
like
attune to it?
ramrod straight.
no, apparently not.
No, what did you say?
I said he doesn't have to attune to it.
Nope.
Okay.
And then I look to the others and I say, "Yo, guys, I think this thing makes you 2 inches bigger." And I'm not.
Wait,
not-
Wait, Palmer.
wait, everywhere?
I don't want to know.
I feel 2 inches bigger in my chaps. That's for sure.
Oh, okay.
Kenzie kind of just smiles to Nibs and nods a little bit.
Oh
It's 2
no.
inches and everything. That's it.
All right. The other is called the Safe Space. It's basically an amulet that holds 4 charges of mage armor. I don't think it's that useful. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it can be recharged, and this fucker here already used one of the charges.
Like mage armor or like
I-
matters, I think.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I believe I'd probably be the only one that could get any use out of it, and after 3 more uses, it's probably just trash at
Yeah,
that
I
point.
yeah,
Wait
saves a spell slot.
Wait a minute. Can I? Can-
Mage armor would be lower than what you are currently using.
Is it? Would it?
Yes.
It makes your AC 13 plus your Dex mod.
To throw it out there. That's not totally, because now since I've given you all access to it anyway, it becomes 14 plus if it's against enemies of an opposing alignment.
Okay, really cool. Yeah.
It's a slightly modified mage armor. It's not precisely mage armor.
I still think that's.
Can I make some use out of that amulet?
I'm not sure what you would use it for. I feel like it would be better use for me saving a spell slot a day,
Yep.
but
Kenzie,
feel
keep it. I'm gonna go on to watch.
Against evil or lawful things, Smokey, it would make your AC the same as what you have now. It's 14
Okay.
plus Dex mod, which is 15, and your AC is 15.
All right, good night. Everyone, go the fuck to sleep.
All right. Kids,
actually,
well,
before you
Not
do,
everyone. I mean, some people stay up, right?
That's definitely right. Nibs.
Beans, it's bedtime. Come on, buddy.
I don't even know.
Actually, before
He's
you
fine
do
by the
that,
fire.
Deborah,
it's
can
fine,
you
fine,
open
fine.
that chest, please?
He usually sleeps outside.
Yeah, what do you want me to... Is it locked?
We'll find out.
Alright.
Devery, wake me up when it's my time for watch.
Yeah, sure. What do you want me to roll to open this chest?
I mean, you're gonna open the chest. You open the chest. It's not really.
With snowflakes everywhere, you're not wrong.
I open the chest.
Snowflakes falling on your face.
Alec, that was not intentional, but that is.
Before Kenzie goes into his tent, though, can I just like drag the dwarves over towards the fire? That way, they're not just like sitting in blankets of snow.
Yeah, they want to use this tent. We have, some room for them. Not great, but yeah.
I guess we could do that. Yeah, drag him into the tent.
Okay. This one too. I will just say they're all kind of in a pile on the bedroll there.
Wait, Kenzie's dragging him to the tent?
Yeah, he said he's the one who's wanted to. Take him
Wait
a
a
minute.
minute. You realize how heavy dwarves can get?
They're
They'll
also
be
half my
fine.
size.
And they're also on snow, which is you can just drag across.
Yeah,
snow.
it's not like it's very difficult.
Snow has a low
Yay.
friction coefficient.
So this chest is so full that as soon as the latch is popped open, the lid just bursts. And inside, it's clearly the personal belongings of dwarves. Their clothes, their weapons, their cash.
I was about to say,
It's just
any money.
stuffed full of the shit that dwarves would have.
Okay, well, they can have their shit back. I assume Devrai's taking the money, but...
Kenzie, get in here.
What is it now? Kenzie,
Anything
walk
in
over.
here worth more than it appears to be?
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I mean, I can do an investigation check.
See if there's anything magical.
Do you have a use of detect magic,
I
Kenzie?
just moved
Yeah. I'll do detect magic. But I
Okay.
won't ritual cast it. I don't really need to do it, just to make it instant. So detect magic is up.
Somewhere towards the bottom, you spot a ring.
Yoink.
Can I cast identify on the ring?
Sure. This one, I've been waiting for a while for you guys to find this. You missed
Oh,
like 4
God.
hours to find it.
4 opportunities?
Wow.
Yes. This has been migrating along with you guys for a while now.
It's the magical traveling ring of Gamagor, of course.
How did
Kenzie,
how
it
did
is-
it get in their possession is the
Alright.
question.
It is in your inventory.
Alright, let me read it. Hold on.
It's funny that there is actually a totally, like, there's no way any of you could ever figure it out, I don't think, but there is actually a logical way that it made its way here.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt you.
Maybe in like a chapter or so, I'll point it out if anybody remembers it exists and reminds me to ask about the story.
You're fine.
Actually, if somebody got, what's the spell? Legend lore? Or something like that?
What
I
happened?
get
Oh.
that next level.
Just like
Nice.
a 4 or 5 spell. That might be enough to...
The
It's
legend,
the 5th level cleric spell. I get that next.
the legacy of the ring, of course.
You need a lot of components for that, though.
Okay, so yeah, Kenzie, you've got the same thing in the party inventory.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Okay.
Doubt it's
Good
useful
for
for me. How much gold is there? And money?
I think
Sorry, I had a spot on my screen that was...
that's fine.
Uh,
I feel like Paul needs that cape.
as you're the one going through it, let me message you specifically. Let's see, that is...
Alright. It seems like this ring is called the Nudge. Once
Yeah.
every minute, the user can whisper into the ring or pinch the ring and whisper "Hey," quite literally, and deal 1 point of damage to whomever they're targeting. However, there's a DC that goes with it of 12 Wisdom throw to know who did it. It doesn't look like it stops the damage though, so they just take the damage.
Okay.
And you can spend 3 charges. It gets 3 charges per day. But if you spend all 3 charges at once, it pushes someone 5 feet, and then they have a DC 7 to know who nudged them. And each time you use the 1 damage thing, the DC for knowing who did it goes down. So first it's 12, then 10, then 8.
Okay.
And if they get hit by all 3, they become enraged and attacking anything that's nearby.
Ooh, that sounds like something that I could use
No.
for pranks.
We're not
But
doing that.
it has a limited ability to recharge itself and will more than likely fizzle out before too long. Though I'm unsure as to how long that will take.
So
Kenzie,
to quick simplify that, because that was a lot of words, basically you can use all the day's charges at once to push someone away from you, and then they've got a wisdom check to figure out who did it. Or you could keep poking someone for 1 damage at a time, and if you do it 3 times without them picking up on who's doing it, they fly into a rage.
Mhm.
That's it. That's the simplified
Without
version of
them-
that one.
Even without them having the rage ability.
No, I mean they fly into a rage, like they start attacking whatever's closest to them and just like freak the fuck out. It's not like barbarian rage. It's
Okay.
like it's closer to confusion from Final Fantasy.
F for Kobe.
Gotcha.
so then, real quick, Kenzie, can you hold on to that, please?
I suppose.
Hey, wow! I found a chest with 34 platinum, 20 gold, 8 silver, and 45 copper.
Excellent. We will now split that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Is this the next day? Are we still asleep? What's going on?
Well, should we
I'm
check
gonna-
if any of it is the dwarves first? Like, if we're gonna give them their shit back, we may as well give them back all of their shit.
Yeah, fair enough. It is all the dwarves. So
Well,
we'll
let's
find
see what
out.
they say. Who knows?
Just remember that number, and we'll start splitting. it
Yep.
up real quick if we have to.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I forgot.
Okay, so
What?
If Sir Robert
I
wakes
mean,
up,
you want to offer it to the dwarves, but 3 of them are passed out, and one.
oh, we were checking in the morning. I thought.
No, it's just all happening at night. No,
Oh, okay.
sleep hasn't happened yet. Just- They decided to handle that before anybody went to bed. Or
Alright,
has
I'll-
everyone going.
I'll start moving towards my tent then. In the meantime,
Sounds good.
I'll take the
Oh.
green one.
I'll go take watch.
I'll take.
Technical question. Even though if I'm on guard duty, that means I can't get a long rest? Question mark.
The way it's timed out, no, you still get along. I debated that pretty hard, honestly, when I was doing the whole Watchman. setup,
I mean,
but
I already had a fuck ton of money, NATO. I just wanted to be a dickhead.
really thought about
because
doing that.
everyone
Otherwise,
always
definitely
wants the cool
get
stuff.
Whoever that is, get a short rest.
I'll just
That's
take the
enough.
fucking money and buy the cool stuff.
Yeah,
So-
I never quite figured.
So what was it? Short rest?
No, long
No, it's long rest. You
Yeah,
do long
okay,
rest.
cool.
And notable, this is when your new level up kicks in for everyone as well.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone didn't do that,
All right. Oof, big strong boy. Back at it again.
yeah, you were pretty low on life. You're pretty lucky there were no traps in that room. You might have died.
That's why I checked first. There were no diamonds. I don't know what you're talking about, NATO.
Fucking thief.
You can't prove it.
Well, Nibs wouldn't give a shit. Larry, on the other hand, he will remember this.
You can. The thing is, you can't prove it. The only
No,
way
I'm
you
saying
know is the
Nibs.
only way you know
I
what
have-
happened.
What are you talking about? Literally, I have you on VOD right here.
Yeah, I
seeing you
know,
guys.
but you
Look
can't
back.
prove it.
I
You
feel
can't
like
prove
I
it.
could've-
I just said Nibs doesn't give a shit, but Larry will remember this.
You can't. You
I don't
can't.
care. Larry will remember this.
That's
You-
metagaming, Larry.
I
Yes.
will
That's
metagame the fuck
metagaming.
out of
I am
this.
going to rules lawyer you.
It's coming from the guy.
It's
who
only
shit at people's
metagaming
pants.
if it's only metagaming if he brings it into play in the game.
Yeah, so you have no reason to be mad. Shut the fuck up, Larry.
I'll be.
Larry, I will bring the nitrous mafia to your house if you are not careful. They will blow up balloons in your fucking front yard.
The nitrous mafia?
Ben?
What the fuck?
The nitrous- They're
I
real.
just
I
just
fucking
want
saw
you to
them.
remember. Hold on, Ben.
What
I
is-
just want
what
you to
is-
remember that you do that cooking stream, and you may have to eat a bowl of cheese after.
Yeah, true. Maybe, but I don't.
That's right. That's right. Between us, we usually count for a lot of votes.
Well, guess what? A bowl of Parmesan is about 20 votes out of second place.
Come on, chat. We can do this. Everybody get in there. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. Get into the Discord and vote for a bowl of fucking Parmesan
Oh, yeah,
cheese.
you're right. I actually have not exercised my right to vote.
That's a reminder. That's only for this month. We can do something this bad or even worse. next
Yeah,
month.
Oh, no,
Ashley
no,
says
no,
that's only a couple of tier 3 subs.
Hey Ben, what's
Yeah.
I believe you get extra votes if you do gift subs too, don't you?
Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
they
Let's-
get-
I'm feeling
yeah, that
charitable
too.
Today.
Oh
I'm
yeah, I
feeling
get
pretty
to both because I gifted 2 subs this month.
I
two
get to
extra
vote
votes.
myself. Where is that? That is in the. Where is this? I need to put in my vote.
Subs decide cooking. I'm gonna put 2 extra votes. I'm going to put 2 extra folks.
I think you already counted those. I've been keeping
No,
track.
I did more at the beginning of the month. Remember?
Democracy makes the dream work.
Look, either way, to hold this against me is unfair because none of you would have seen it if I wasn't streaming.
Exactly. No, that's important.
I'm not.
That's
saying
very important.
shit. I'm not saying
Again,
shit.
in game.
We'll do that on Discord time.
Yeah, I'll just do it on Discord next time. Fuck all of you.
Yeah, remind me. If anything ever like this ever happens again, remind me to do it on Discord. Damn it.
I'm bad about this shit.
Oh no, Ben, for what it's worth, I don't give a shit. I just want to see you eat a bowl of Parmesan.
Yeah, I know. All of you do because you're all spiteful fucking dicks.
There's no spite involved. I'm just a sadist.
I'm just gonna fucking make you all listen to Andor scream for about 4 hours.
Please do.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What did I?
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Yeah, Roy and I didn't do shit. We don't deserve this.
Papa.
What did I do?
It's tiny. What's your tiny way?
What the fuck am I hearing?
All right. So we sleep.
Yeah.
You sleep.
Can't we fucking sleep already?
This is
It's,
No, everybody's asleep. This is done. This is happening.
Fucking Christ.
Long rest.
I'm gonna fucking shove some of you into tents because you didn't get into tents yourselves.
I'm watching
Yeah.
this. I'm sleeping right next to this fucking oak.
I actually assumed as much. However, I'm gonna do you the favor and drag you both over because you punched a hole through the wall.
What, you know what I mean? Okay, I took a comfy place somewhere, but yeah, no, I'm standing. I'm right near this asshole. I'm not letting it on my side.
Ben, you're
This wall is just rubble right here.
What did we tie him up with? Does anyone have rope?
Yeah, we did. We tied him up.
Yeah,
you
it's
have
silk rope.
I have rope. I don't know if I
What
have rope.
adventure doesn't have rope?
It came up. It came up the last
Sounds
person you tied up and
kinky.
tortured.
Thanks,
Most of you had
Larry.
rope at the time.
Yeah.
We could
It
have our
also,
own
came up,
BS.
it also came up when Bravely almost drowned. and
Yeah,
when the
everyone
Cyclops
loves
had
it when my
drowned.
cat's a dickhead. It's the best. I
Now
love
there's a
it.
shovel. Do any of you have a pickaxe? Did that come up?
Oh, let me check. Hold on.
Have a scythe, if that counts.
No, sadly I don't.
technically it's a spade, so it's a slightly smaller shovel.
Wow, we don't even have a.
Carl?
No, I have No, I don't have a pickaxe.
Nobody has a pickaxe. No shit.
I have
Yeah.
I have
just
pythons.
Oh, how heavy is the safe space, Trad?
How heavy? I don't fucking know. It's a necklace. Like a
nothing.
180 grams.
I don't know. You're the one that's actually making us keep track of weight.
That's actually that's 2 pounds.
180 grams?
180 grams is in no way, shape, or form 2 pounds because a pound is 454 grams.
Hey Trad, how do you know that?
I don't know. I paid attention in math class. Get
Yeah,
off my
me
case,
too.
Mom.
Hey, how many grams are in an ounce?
I don't know.
Oh,
Is it
we're using
28?
Rations, I'm guessing we didn't.
Actually, that one I always
Whoa, whoa,
forget.
whoa, whoa,
It's
whoa,
28.
whoa, whoa, guys, what do we do about hunting? What do we do about hunting and food?
We did
I
that
think-
before we came here.
You found just enough food in the motherfucker's tent to feed yourselves for the night.
Okay,
Oh.
fine. Yeah, good.
Oh, no, it's simplified.
You need to know.
Alright.
What?
I'm not gonna cook
Yeah,
it.
there's 28
That's
grams
right.
in that. Who was asking?
Devray, you got first watch?
Thank you.
No, we're done. I thought we did the rest. Are we going
Yeah, we did.
No,
We're
No,
done with
rest is, rest is done. You're good. Now I don't have a daytime map for this map. So you get up. Who had second watch? Who knows?
That
this?
would be me.
Roll me perception. Where are you for second watch? Like, where do you post up? Because it should be noted you have Nib sleeping right next to Sir Robert Eversley. You have the 3 dwarves that were passed out in the tent, and the one out here because he wasn't asleep yet. He just passed out by the fire. Yeah. But
Well,
you do
does
have the
Dev-
front gate and the punched through wall over on the side too.
Well, does Devray come get me up?
I assume as much. We've kind of just assumed that all the way through. That watch just naturally actually does that. I haven't tried to manual that one.
I'll post up around the entrance of the gate.
So towards the gate there. Okay.
Yeah, towards the gate there. And it just so that I have a good just so I have like a good state of vision outside of the gate, and I can keep my eye on the camp as well.
Okay. Roll me perception twice.
Twice.
Correct.
Okay. 15 and 20.
Okay.
Wait, that's perception, right? I'm a little buzzed. I can't see if that's perception or persuasion.
That's
Perception.
Okay.
So you notice, as you're chilling, you notice female dwarf come out, and she's changed. She seems to be dressed in much more normal clothes. And you see this dwarf come out of the tent a little while later, and he's same thing. He seems to be kind of changed.
I'm assuming I got a full rest at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because you took second watch, but it's also it's not super high impact on night watch. I haven't really decided on that whether. No, I think full rest happens in the morning. Assume that part of your rest is happening while you're on watch, just because you're in repose, you're kind of chilling out, you're not doing much, just to keep it simple, lined up. So it takes a while.
I don't have full access to my spell slots just yet.
Correct. Basically, I mean, it's almost like minutes away. Like the sun is coming up. Nobody else has woken up in the group yet, but the dwarves have been passed out for longer than the rest of you, so they're coming.
And nobody else is awake at this point?
Nope.
All right.
And then after another long moment, the last dwarf comes out, but it takes him a little bit longer. That's all he noticed. The fourth dwarf, the first one who talked to any of you, is still passed out.
All right.
And the fifth dwarf is still dead and buried.
Okay.
I
It's
guess
still on my screen. I got him counted. Sir Robert Eversley is still unconscious.
He's
Oh.
damn. I'll just say to myself, damn, Nibs knocked him out good. Good on him. And then I'll just make my way over to the campfire, or close enough to the dwarves where they know that I'm there, but I won't spook them.
As you approach, they kind of just like wave hello to you, like with the hand up, not quite a salute, but
They seem a little calmer.
they're kind of seeming like regular people. They've got their flasks. They're taking sips from them. It seems
They
like
have-
one of them found another bottle somewhere that he's passing back and forth.
Okay, so they found some fucking chill. Good to know. Is Beans awake?
Sure, yeah. He
Here,
wakes up as everybody else is.
Come here, buddy.
He kind of like cocks his head at you, and sort of just like stretches and yawns.
Whistling at a dragon.
But he makes no attempt to move towards you.
Teenagers.
Also known as "fuck you." I'm a sentient being. Don't treat me like a dog.
All right, fair enough.
Dragon shit.
I'll just I'm assuming that at this point a full rest has been completed.
Yes. Everybody else are waking up.
All right.
The birds are chirping. Sun is out. There's no blizzard going on. There's no snow.
I will cast tongues and try to speak to the dwarves, if possible.
You cast tongues. All right. They notice you casting spells and kind of like look at you.
How are you feeling? I'll say in Dwarvish.
Well,
They kind of like they're kind of like grumbling about it. There's nobody like being louder or excited, but it's kind of like a fine. Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's all right. Yeah.
A little pissed off at the situation, I would assume.
As you assume.
Do you mind if I ask you guys a couple questions?
They kind of give you the same like hello hand wave whatever as when you first walked out. They don't seem to care.
Can they not understand me, or do they just not give a fuck?
Roll insight.
They might not be in the best mood.
mm-hmm.
26 off of a natural 20.
They don't give a shit. They'll answer your questions. They're not like super excited about anything. Alec pretty well called it. They're just not in a great moods right now. Yeah, they got their clothes and their flasks back, but
I assume that you is it safe to assume that you guys are from the village and
all three of them actually point off in different directions.
so what about
one of them
where does she point specifically?
She points north. The one in the middle points to the southwest, and the one here and the golden-haired one points to like due east.
Would I be able to remember which direction Glowrath is in?
Yes, it's to the west.
Okay.
One of them points towards that.
All right. Any idea why Fuckwit over here took you? took you guys. I'm a
This
friend.
one-
You
This
guys-
one and this one kind of like share a look, while this one says, "Well, I saw him launch about 7 other dwarves out of that catapult. I assume it has something to do with that."
That confirms that.
The girl kind of sits there and like as he says that, she turns and is just kind of like staring at the little sling, I guess, that would be holding dwarves.
I'll
The
ask
whole
her-
thing seems a little bit like too close for her.
I will ask her specifically. Would you prefer that thing be destroyed?
All 3 of them not.
Oh,
I'll cast Sacred Flame.
Doesn't Sacred Flame not actually burn? Like it's not
It
actual
doesn't burn,
fire.
but it-
That's radiant damage, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
will
fire,
catch
but it
on
can
fire.
damage them.
And regardless, it kind of pings right off.
Flavia's gonna go over and start cutting the ropes that bind it together in a strategic way so that it doesn't fall on her when it comes.
Can you roll me
As we wait.
Intelligence check. I would say just straight up intelligence. You think?
Me or Flavia?
Flavia, to know what to cut.
hang on.
I think she worked on this before because she's a mercenary, so she might have some experience.
Well, wait. We don't know if Trad's wanting Flavia
Well-
to roll, or if he's wanting me to roll.
Or what to roll. Just give him
Exactly.
Well, first of all,
Give Trad a sec.
Second Blade doesn't have a role.
Larry,
within this.
give Trad a sec.
No, I'm listening to what you're all saying because you're all making good points right now, and none of you are on point about exactly why I want a roll, but it's helping. Yeah, Alec, roll me 2 intelligence checks.
Can I give her guidance? Never mind.
Okay.
I rolled.
So you can't quite figure out what ropes you would cut to do that. Like you have the thought, like I don't want this thing all coming down on me while I cut it down. So you're standing there and you're kind of trying to figure out where to start with taking the thing apart. But as you're sitting there and staring at it, it occurs to you that you've seen catapults and trebuchets before in your travels and your mercenary work. This is a really nice one. Like, really nice. You have at least like a vague idea of the going market value for a trebuchet. This would possibly buy you guys a boat.
Hey,
Wow.
Guys.
And it seems to be
Mhm.
magically resistant.
Of course,
I think
you know-
we should sell this thing.
How we get it
Uh,
out of here to sell?
That's my
That's the
biggest
point.
Well,
I can handle that.
that's a problem we don't have to solve right now.
Actually, I can handle that.
How?
Banishment. I have the spell.
It
That's-
stays in the same place.
It stays in the same place.
It stays in the
Oh,
same place. Yeah, it doesn't move.
Yep.
It goes to a separate
It goes away.
separate-
No,
It
it
goes
goes
to a
away
separate
and then
pocket space, and then when I will it, it comes back.
no.
Or does it
No.
come back in the same space?
Comes back in the
Same
same space.
Son of a bitch. Never mind.
I think it's creature too. It's not inanimate
Mhm.
object.
Yep.
it does actually say creature, yes.
Fuck. Never mind.
It's a good thought, though.
It's an
Actually,
interesting
still
try.
could have been helpful.
Interesting try, but yeah, it does not dispel for what you wanted to do.
I'm not gonna waste a 4th level spell on that. Then.
good fucking call.
You would know enough that it probably wouldn't work on a trebuchet as a caster. You'd be like, oh, yeah, that wouldn't work.
And like I said, it's would I be able to tell since my Sacred Flame bounced off of it that it's magically resistant?
Well, you were able to sense that it was magical before you guys actually even came into the fort. This
So
was one of the
that's-
things you
so
sensed
that's-
the very first time you cast Detect Magic.
Got it. All right.
Nib, step on the back part. See what
Also,
happens.
Also, I guess I could ask for a wisdom check on this, but you guys actually nailed it before you even got here that it would probably take a magically enhanced catapult
guys.
to shoot them as far as they
Can
can
you
shoot.
not?
No, this is Larry
Wisdom
talking
check,
about.
you said?
Okay.
Wisdom check, you said?
No. I said I probably should do that, but it just makes more sense to tell you because, like, as you guys were postulating what could be doing this, I think it was actually Larry who said, this is probably. I mean, catapult wouldn't shoot that far unless it's like magical. Is this a magical catapult shooting dwarves across the mountain range?
He did say
Almost
that.
died.
Did
He
I
actually.
really say that?
You said you did. You 100% called this.
It's safe to assume that most everybody's up at this point, except for Palmer, who's probably drunk off his ass.
Now, what do you guys
You
think?
know how I stay, baby.
Who awake? Who not? Who's sleeping in?
I mean, I'll wake up.
I'm probably awake already
Well,
doing
we're
my
all awake.
routine.
All right, you all
Yeah.
up. Everyone's up.
I'll continue asking the dwarves some questions.
Mhm.
And Flavia, if I say something not like offensive, if I say something offensive in Dwarvish, please stop me. I don't speak it naturally, so I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
No.
That's not what tongues does.
That's not how tongues works. You just speak like the language you can speak, and they hear.
They understand it.
Oh, okay.
You're just speaking common, basically.
All right. There's a village to the east of here. Oh wait, where did this guy point?
One pointed southwest, one pointed southeast. Oh, that one's still passed out.
We just wait and...
He was up later than the rest of them, and seemed to have recovered a little bit more quick, but also got more drunk than the rest.
All right. I'll say this. There was a village east of here that was full of dwarves apparently, and they just suddenly up and disappeared.
The golden-haired one points. Well, no, it wouldn't have been east. I think the one you'd run into was south. Yeah, no, it was south. The one you guys ran into.
Oh, south of here. Okay, there's a village south of here that
None of them
had a
pointed
village. I'm going somewhere with this. That had a village that just up and disappeared. Are any of you guys familiar with a strange phenomena like that?
They kind of look at each other and, like, as a group of them, and then this one says, "Well, I've been here longer than any of the others. Well, aside from the one you buried last night. I've seen him."
What was his story? If you don't answer the question first, but then tell me what his story was, if you can, please.
He says, I've seen a lot of other dwarves come through and get flung out of that catapult," and he kind of like motions towards the pile of flasks behind him, still up on the podium or stage or whatever.
And it was just dwarves, no halflings, no gnomes, no.
He shrugs and goes, "I only ever saw dwarves, but I definitely saw enough of them to fill a town or two. So, like, weird phenomena, like an entire town of people disappearing? No, I never heard of it before, but I mean, and he kind of just points at the catapult behind him, like."
Fair enough. I guess my next question would be, what's the next step for you guys?
All three of them in unison say, "Go home." And and all of them also like raise their flasks and give them like a shake, and you can hear there's like barely anything in any of them.
Here,
oh yeah,
here,
kind of.
here.
I think the biggest question
I have an off question.
Okay.
If you guys don't know the answer, feel free to let me know. Are any of you familiar with the conflict between Laurentia and Domitia at the current moment?
Yeah. See, those are my exes, and so
Palmer,
now
shut up.
Hey, be nice to Palmer. Jeez, don't
I
be that.
thought you said Laurencia.
I'm
I
talking
don't
to the dwarves, Paul.
Oh,
I really like the idea that Palmer actually has exes that are named the same thing as the continents.
Honestly, with Palmer, it's hard to tell.
Are any of you guys familiar with the conflict between Laurentia and Domitia?
Two of them shake their heads no. One of them raises an eyebrow, shrugs, and shakes his head no.
Alright, so it's...
He goes, "Are those people? Are those kings? Is that dude's girlfriends?" And he points at Palmer.
Try
I don't know who any of these people are.
The answer is no.
Neither do I.
The answer is no, according to my boss over there.
That's me.
Authority claimed.
You know,
You
the one who actually.
said that you've been here long. this guy over here. You said that you've been here longer than anybody else that's present outside of the dwarf that we buried yesterday.
He nods.
Can you give me a little information about where you came from, if you don't mind? That way, I'm trying to get a good idea of like where I'm going, what to expect.
He points to okay. So he points off kind of the southeast, and he says, so straight to
Chad, pause for a minute. By the way, the date is currently the 28th.
Okay, cool.
28th of November. Just letting you know.
Thank you. I'm glad they're keeping track. Keeping track because I'm clearly not. So he points off to the east and he says, well, there's kind of like a lake off to the east of us.
Just waiting for the story
it's
to
formed by
progress.
The river system kind of like dumps out into a whole bunch of smaller tributaries and all that in this area.
Okay.
I live so that gets fed by a river that runs kind of northeast. We live like kind of southeast along that river, like kind of like in the crook where that lake begins and the river ends. I don't know. I mean, I haven't been here. I've been here longer than the others, but I've really only been here like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
All right. And the dwarf that we buried yesterday, what was his story? Do you know?
He shrugs and goes, he was like that before any of this even started. He just stayed huddled up and didn't speak, move. He like we basically had to like hand feed him just to help him alive, but I have no idea what happened.
He was pretty much on death's door when we got here.
He nods. At least he had mentally checked out of the entire thing.
So no information for me.
Can you hold a minute? I'll go approach Athos and Athos and Kenzie specifically.
You guys strike camp because I want the part of triangle skull.
Yeah, please.
Sorry about those. I'll approach Athos, Kenzie, and Flavia specifically. Do you guys want me to ask anything?
Yes. We have some information about how long they've been here, correct? Or they don't even remember that.
Well, the guy that's been here longest has been here a week and a half, and the guy that we buried yesterday has been here longer. So we have a good estimate.
Honestly, I would like to see if they know anything about the storm, but I think that our gentleman over there with the cape or the tall, whatever you want to refer to him, may have been the source of it, especially after the ice element has faded and the blizzard seems to have stopped. That's more so what I cared about.
I'll call out to Nibs. Hey, Nibs, give him a punch for me.
I don't. Yeah, all right. Punch. I do 1 damage. I hit him lately.
He's dead. You killed him.
It crit.
I'm sorry.
I hit him for 2.
Way to go.
No, you're a monk. You gotta roll everything.
I can pull punches. Literally, I do non-lethal.
I'll relay some of the information that the dude over here gave me to the story specifically, and ask if there's anything that they want me to ask.
So I punched him. Anything happened, Trad?
You punched Sir Nibs? Sir Robert?
Sir Nibs.
No, your names are too close to each other. Shut
Sir
up.
Nibs.
You're not a knight.
Yeah, Sir Robert.
Isn't it considered less than lethal technology and not non-lethal due to lawsuits?
What?
Are we talking about beanbag?
I think he's talking to somebody in chat.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking.
I don't know.
Why would I know that?
It's less lethal, yes. I think
You can kill with non-lethal?
That's dumb.
Yes, if you hit him in the throat with a beanbag, you will crush their windpipe and kill them.
You can kill anybody with anything.
Yep.
Yeah. We gotta roll for these fucking
Those
things.
beanbags will crush a fucking windpipe. Or if you hit him in the head, in the temple, that could kill them too.
I once killed a man with a sponge.
Okay.
Yeah, jam it down their throat.
You guys have anything that you want to ask?
That was a quote nobody will get.
Alright, so I punched him. Does anything happen, Trad?
He's kind of like he's like he's like kind of like starts to stir a little bit.
I think he needs like a healing spell or something. I don't think punch is gonna work.
He's not getting one from me.
I mean, we need to talk to him. So
I roll to kick him in the
He
dick.
like starts to open his eyes and he looks up at you and he goes, "What did you do that for?"
because you're a dick.
You're a dick.
But
You don't
yes,
know me. I know you a little bit.
You weed.
I'll kick you in the dick if you don't watch your
I'll
fucking
kick him in
mouth,
the
sir
nuts.
dickhead.
Atos,
I kick him in the
Flavia,
nuts.
and Kenzie.
He goes, ah, my nuts.
Do you guys have anything
Don't you
specific you want to know? I explained to Kenzie and Flavia that I approached them specifically because
I
Flavia
have to
has
pee.
knowledge of dwarves, and Kenzie, you were the one that wanted to come here in the first place.
Well,
Yeah, I already said why I wanted to come here, and it seems like it's been solved. So, I'm quite.
the only other
pleased.
question is I guess the only other question I have is potential. You already probably asked them about security on the way there, information. I assume they weren't too helpful.
I actually didn't. I was more or less checking out how they were, where they come from, and stuff like that.
And none of them seem to know anything about the dwarf who sprinted up to us the other night.
Unfortunately.
Well, I think the most information we're going to get is from the famed archaeologist.
Atos, I'll tell you this: they don't know anything about what's going on between Laurentia and Demacia at the moment.
Because
Well,
there
alright,
not
so-
anything going on.
Hey, I wish you wouldn't talk about my girls like that. It's still sensitive.
I'm ignoring Palmer.
I pull out my sword and say,
Palmer's
"Well,
not ignoring
that's
you."
about as much info as we're gonna get out of them."
This guy? No.
Um,
he didn't start yet.
I'll go back to the dwarves and
Nibs is still very satisfied watching Sir Robert roll around on the ground, clutching his nuts.
Nibs, can you
Alright,
bring Nutless over here?
Can you?
I need
my
some
question.
help. He's actually kind of big.
All right, I'll come
My-
over. It's okay.
What's this guy doing? Is he still passed out?
Still passed out.
All right, fair enough.
I don't want to wake him.
Yeah,
But, like,
thankfully.
I
That's fine.
feel like I need more.
He's
I think I
snoring.
need some.
Oh god, it's just we're
I feel
moving
like I
so
need some info from
slow.
him as well.
We can get it once he wakes up.
Oh,
Hold on.
pick him up.
Where,
well, you
where
do
are we
that,
moving this asshole?
Alto's just gonna literally pick up this man and just haul him over here and just
Where?
toss him down in front of the
Over
doors.
here?
Yep.
Okay.
There we go. Toss him down in front of the doors.
Now, Mr. Sir Roberts Eversley, was it?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what do you want?
An explanation for
First-
starters would be nice.
First off, I will have you note I am very much so taller than you, and I can crush you with an ass cheek if I so choose to.
Lee,
Yes,
Come on.
Daddy.
He like glares up at you. He doesn't respond. You get the impression he's not super intimidated.
I'll roll intimidation if I need to.
Altos is actually going to step on his hand with one of his one of his plated boots and grind down on it a little bit to get his attention.
He glares up at you too.
Good. Well, for starters, an answer of exactly what you were looking for out here, the deal with that catapult, and why the hell you were creating that massive blizzard would be nice.
He goes, look. Used to be an archaeologist.
I'm
Yes.
well aware.
I still am, but
Mhm.
was excavating some mountains to the southwest of here, and I found what kind of seemed like it used to be a military encampment, but like kind of like a group of. He sighs, like his head goes down, and he shakes it, and he's like, he's clearly much more affected by what he's about to tell you than by whatever's happening to him right now. He goes, just the most magnificent type of breed of human. 9 feet tall. There were hundreds of them in the cave, and it seems like they were hiding out in there until an avalanche buried their entrance, and they couldn't escape, and they all died in there. But inside the cave, I found this, and he points at the trebuchet. He said, and I realized I could use it to fulfill my real life's ambition.
Which is
Being a
which
massive
is
elitist
fucking-
trick.
which
I
is
don't know.
hitting dwarves across the goddamn countryside.
All right,
He
guys.
goes, damn right.
I think he
Can I
doesn't
kill
look
him?
here.
And guys,
Not yet.
guys,
Not
everybody
yet,
stop.
Kenzie.
Hold on.
Not yet.
Everybody stop. Real quick. I would like to cast friends on this dwarf.
This
That's a good
dwarf?
idea. That's a good idea.
Wait, is he a dwarf?
No, you-
No, he's tall as fuck.
Oh, I thought they were all dwarves. This guy's not a
No.
dwarf.
No, he's
What?
human, isn't
I
he?
cast
Oh,
friends
why
on
are you casting the dwarves? They're cool.
No, this
Yes,
is
Dwarf
this
compared to
villain.
me. I'm
I
I'm
cast
the
friends
tallest
on-
in the group. I'm sure.
guy we're talking to then.
Yep.
I cast friends on him.
Go for it.
Yep.
So, wait.
There is no check for him. It just happens. You just have
You
advantage
said-
on charisma checks at him.
You said that.
Oh, that's-
you said that there
that's-
was a key to the east or to the west.
Can't
That's not
remember
so bad.
what. There was a what to the east or the west?
A cave.
Southwest.
Southwest. Southwest of current location.
So yeah, you cast friends, and he looks up with you at you, and he's got a little bit of a smile on his face, and he goes, "Oh, aren't you just tall enough? It's nice to see somebody with a little bit of height on him." Should be noted, Palmer is not particularly tall.
No, but he has a cape on.
I'm taller than this fuck.
Wearing the cape.
Lee.
I'm taller than both of these fucks, and he's giving me lip.
Yeah, well, you should.
You didn't cast friends on him.
Well, I appreciate the compliment. I admire a man of your stature as well. It's good to be amongst tall people company. You know what I'm saying?
He just kind of gives you like a dreamy smile.
All right, cool. Hey, man, I was just, I was meaning to ask one tall guy to another. Wait, what do you want, Smokey?
Don't ask me. Talk to Atos.
Atos, what do you want? What do you want from the student?
Mostly to know about why he was creating a blizzard in the first place.
Oh yeah, I remember that. All right. Yeah, anyways, buddy, sorry about that. Short people, you gotta,
Mhm.
you know what it is.
I will look at Palmer with the most intense glare.
Down.
One tall man to another. If you could give me any idea, why this blizzard was going on, or what the intent was behind it, dude, that'd be pretty cool of you.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Because you're tall.
Get off the table.
What's left? No.
Actually, he would have gotten it because of the cape as well. Wait, no, because he's not taller. He's not
Correct.
taller than him with the spell on, so no. Friends do him. Tony's not.
I'm the tallest in the group.
I don't think he cares.
Sorry, what specifically was the question? I got caught up on trying to figure out how to roll for it.
Oh, I said, what was this blizzard thing about, and just who was it trying to keep out?
He goes, blizzard thing. And he kind of like cocks his head and like kind of looks up and tries to think, and it's like, no, I had the Cyclops. And he points over at the two dead Cyclops on the ground next to you guys because they're still here, kind of like heaped on top of each other in the area.
Ask
No,
him
no,
what
I
the deal- ask him what the deal was with the ice elementals.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I turn to Atos and I say, yeah, he doesn't know shit about the blizzard.
Ask him if he knew anything about the ice elementals or like anything like that. Just about the weather.
Sorry, hey man, you know how it is. Short people, they're just constantly need to have attention. So
I'm fighting every
Well, I
instinct to
got
just
you.
punch Palmer in the face.
well, I got you here, man. You're a cool guy. You're an agreeable guy. You got any idea, why these ice elementals are here? It's not your doing. So I figured a man as strong as yourself, this had to be you. But who else? Who else was it?
He kind of
Why
like
are they here? Do you know?
he kind of squints at you and like then slowly shakes his head and he goes, I mean, I know I was the one who was knocked out, but you seem to be a little confused, man. No, listen. Once I found the catapult, I happened to luck out. Nearby, there was this clan of Cyclops. I don't know if you know this about Cyclops, but they're dumb as hell. Dumb as all hell. They don't understand magic. They don't understand nothing. You can make like, the smallest trick appear, and as long as you can prove that you can do it over and over, they think you're God.
Yeah, I get you, man. I got a cleric that's the exact same way.
Fighting all instinct to just punch him in the face.
And he goes, so look, so
Palmer, I'm saying this to you out of character. We're gonna have a talk about this.
It's the best.
So I went and I proved, I proved to this whole clan of Cyclops that I was their Lord Godmaster, and I got them to excavate the cave, pull out the catapult, and then populate the ammunition pen with local dwarves. I don't know anything about ice elementals.
Yeah, they were,
I mean, they were right here. They were right here.
He goes, where?
Wait, what?
You weed.
Yeah.
He looks around. He's like,
Palmer.
Where are there the ice elementals? I just see snow.
Palmer, ask him if Nibs will fit in the trebuchet.
What?
He hears it. He goes, he absolutely will.
Is that why I was targeted? Because I was.
God, fulfill my final wish to put that halfling at that trebuchet before you all kill me.
How about this? How about we put him in the trebuchet? That sounds
Palmer
better.
disconnected. Thank fucking God.
He goes, haha, it won't fit me.
We'll make it.
Flavia
No,
spent
no,
enough time
he's
watching
more-
the movie to realize
Oh, we
that,
also
no,
could like
Oh, he's back.
tie you
Yes,
to
he's
it
fine.
too. Just have you
No,
get
Fla-
flung.
Alright,
if people look at Flavia and say, "Well, we could make him fit, but it'd take a couple shots."
Yep.
He has information though, but let's not get him yet.
I don't think he has much. I think he's.
Where
actually
exactly did you
useless.
come from,
Good
out of
dick.
curiosity? Yeah.
I kick
No,
him.
I'm
In,
not
I
doing-
kick him in the shin now.
you
Really
guys hear me
hard.
right?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, cool.
I got
Do
you.
I have to ask him anything
Chad.
else?
Yeah,
or we
yeah,
good?
yeah, we got some. No, we got
Ask
some.
him why there's a trebuchet here. That's kind of
No, he already
rather.
answered it.
Oh, he did.
are-
Okay.
Where the fuck have you been?
Fucking listening to mindless drawl for about 40 minutes.
No,
I just kicked this bitch in the shin. It hurts.
Um,
Him.
yeah. No, so while we're on the topic, can you ask where exactly he came from, or what what exactly who was funding this dig, or
Yeah.
Or,
I'll
like,
say,
you know,
hey
any
buddy,
extra
yo, sorry about that short dude kicking you in the shin, but you know how it is. Got a lot of anger and a small amount of space. So, anyways, I was meaning to ask, where you from, man? Where you local? You stay around here? What's good with you?
as much as he can, he like straightens his back up and his posture because you can tell he's extremely proud of where he comes from. And he goes, "I'm from Railsburg," and he says it with this accent that any of you who have spent any time in Railsburg have never ever heard this accent in Railsburg before.
Yep.
I'm from Railsburg. No fucking way you're from Railsburg.
Okay.
I haven't built out.
Actually, I'm rolling insight on that.
Go
I'm
ahead.
rolling insight on that. Is he really from Railsburg?
I mean, you really see nothing to confirm or deny anything that any comment on where he's from.
Does he
If
seem
he's
like
not
he's
from
lying?
Railsburg? You don't know. You've never heard the accent before. It could be
Does he-
completely made up.
Does he seem like he's lying?
I say
He
I
does
say,
not.
listen, man. Rails, that's an interesting accent. You from a specific part of Railsburg? I've played at a lot of places around the world. Never heard nothing like that.
Wait, when did
Accent?
Palmer,
What are you talking about?
Wait, when did Palmer become like a hick? I heard a little bit of southern twang there.
He's
Palmer.
just trying to be friendly.
Larry. Listen, y'all are really pissing me off.
There
My
you
boyfriend
go.
lives in
Yo.
Texas. He don't sound nothing like that.
Damn it!
What entire nation?
I'm gonna ride my John
Oh,
Deere.
Sam
Chuck E. Cheese in the
Hale.
morning.
my John Deere.
Yeah. So,
What in the Sam Hill?
Palmer, you're
Alright,
already
it's
on thin
okay,
ice
though.
with me today.
whereabouts? Yeah, you sound like you got a little accent in your voice, man. Where you from? Is that like a Railsburg quality, or I've never heard anybody in Railsburg that with a similar vernacular, and I've played there quite a lot, and I've met a lot of people. If you know what I'm saying.
I'm
tell
rolling
me
in.
the
I'm
shit.
rolling insight on that. On what Palmer just said.
Is there a Hemi in that trebuchet?
Did he? Has he really been all over Railsburg?
Yes. Not only is there insight roll good enough to know that he's not lying at all, but also this has kind of been established that Paul Murder, the character, was like famous in Railsburg.
Fair enough.
Nice 20 though.
Good usage of it.
So what
He
does he
says,
say in response?
He says, "Yes, you're right.
Bubba,
You've never heard anyone like me there
This
before.
beer is a
That's
crisp and
why I
refreshing
left.
alternative to
Nobody there
drinking
could
from a
stand up
hose.
to my level of class and professionalism."
Yeah.
Stature.
Jeez, I really hope my parents were never like this.
His stature. That was the joke.
I really hope. Lee will just say that. Lee will just say, "God damn! I hope my parents were never like this."
All right. Well, listen, man. You've I'm just gonna put the ball in your court real quick, fellow tall guy. You know how it is. So, what do you hope to accomplish? What are you gonna do after this, even? And you got any dank secrets you can tell us? Anything like? And as I do this, I'm lighting up my tumble brush I'm saying, hey, yo, you interested? You want some?
He can't move. He can't move, Palmer.
He is tied
Yeah, that means he should have
Hold it
some.
up to his lips, and I say, you fucks with it?
He like looks in turn at each of you standing around him and the dwarves, and he goes, "Well, you asked what my plans for the future are, and I'm pretty sure y'all are gonna kill me before we're done here. So why not?"
What? Come on.
And he leans forward and takes it and goes for it.
Ah, man, see, a man of taste. That's what I like about you, man. One tall guy to another. So,
I mean,
he's
not fucking wrong.
You got any sweet info or any anything cool to tell us? You know, I'm a guy who also likes, you know, I know my way around a bone, just like yourself. So, you know, you got any cool stories or secrets to tell me, buddy?
Give me 3 persuasion checks, all at advantage.
Damn, those were really good persuasion checks.
Yeah, but in the wrong order. They really should have been in the opposite order for maximum effect. But not bad. So first, he says yes. Look, he's kind of like using his head to like gesture you to come in like real close, so he can kind of whisper in your ear. And you come close, and he goes, "This recipe was donated to the West Shanbar archives by the mayor's wife during the mid-17th century.
God damn it.
6 medium-sized tomatoes, 1 or 2 cucumbers, 2 medium onions, 1 handful of fresh basil, 2 shallots, and 2 red bell peppers. Chop all ingredients fine and blend with 3 eggs, half a cup of red wine vinegar, half a cup of olive oil, 1.5 cups of tomato juice, a dash of fresh ground pepper, and a dash of cayenne powder. Refrigerate 3 hours and serve cold."
Ben,
That actually sounds really good.
I
That is
assume,
gazpacho.
Bloody Mary.
Ben, I assume you got all that. Can you just send it to me in a PM?
There is,
Send it to my
sorry,
notes?
no, if you go into your journal, there is a folder towards the bottom called Info Gleaned, and you should all be able to see what he just told you.
Okay.
Well, a good gazpacho is never something to be scoffed at.
Next question. Answer.
Give me a moment here. He says, "Look, I used a boat to get here, and it shouldn't be too difficult to use it if you wanted to use it to keep getting, I don't know which direction you're going, but," and he kind of like uses his head like, "Here." And you lean back in close or still closer, you know, I mean, you were already leaning in for the first secret, but he says, "Look, I threw an enchantment on it. You can go upriver if you wanted to, but it only is going to work for about the next 2.5 weeks or so. So whether you want to use it to go west or you want to use it to go southeast, you can, but you should know there's some crazy shit on that river." And his eyes go like real wide with one of those very stereotypical "I've seen some shit" kind of expressions. And then he explains, and then he tells you where the raft would be, and he describes somewhere that's about 4 days to the southwest of where you are right now.
Okay. And wait, is that all 3 of them, or is there one more? I can't remember.
Well, you rolled for 3. That's the 2 you got.
Okay. And then I say, "All right, man. Well, you know, you've been more than kind." So I pull out my sword, and I lean in to cut the ropes off of him, and I say, "Hey, I appreciate your help." And then I stab him in the neck and kill him.
There it is.
There you go.
Damn. I thought going through the trebuchet would be more fitting, but oh well.
No, we need that
Well,
trebuchet.
once friends wears off,
Thank you
I'm
for the
gonna
follow.
eat, so.
Leave no
He's gonna be
witnesses.
tied up. What is he gonna do?
Can we just fold him up and launch him in the trebuchet? I really want to fire this bitch.
Yeah. I mean, still fling him. I don't care. I'm done.
Dude,
I'm
I
outta
want to
here.
fucking use this bitch.
Flavia realizes that no, it's now that he's dead and he's not going to be like struggling or whatever. You could probably get him in one go.
I feel like we should do a staring tribute to Kobe and just
Oh no.
Kobe him into this fucking
Kobe.
stratosphere.
You're so.
Kobe, do it.
Why is that, why
The
does that
ultimate
line up so
Kobe.
well?
Hold on.
We need to find a good target though. Where's what's his fuck on the raft?
I was about to say I want to, like, in character
Wait,
and out of
wait.
character, want to aim him some.
Yeah, we need to aim him somewhere poignant.
Wait, What's this fuck on the raft? You mean
There's-
Brodok.
Yeah, Brodok.
Brodok?
Yeah, where's Brodok?
No,
No,
don't
where's-
aim it at Brodok.
I will
No,
roll
no,
to hit
no,
At this
Brodok.
point,
No,
Brodok's
no,
probably
no,
in
no.
Railsburg. I don't know if you can hit that far.
Guys, no. The entrance
Alex
to
Gowan.
Glorift. The entrance to Glorift. He was throwing dwarves. Let's throw him at the dwarves.
Brilliant. There's no way this
Brilliant,
could
I-
possibly back.
How about
It'll reach.
how about I take a hit of this tumble brush and I'll go long and see if I can catch him.
Oh, hell yeah, do it, man. Go.
Go real long.
So we're eating him to Glorith.
We're gonna
Yep.
yeet him and see if Palmer can catch him.
Yep.
Well, what? Well, wait.
Well, Gloref's a good 200-ish miles west of you, so you better start running.
We got a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we're
Wait.
fine.
So
200
my question is, are we able to discern from where we are right now which direction Glorith is in?
Between Flavia's geographic knowledge and Kenzie's keen mind, yeah, you can figure it out.
I'm good like that.
Fire in the hole, bitches.
It's gonna take the two of you working together. Like Flavia's gonna be sketching a map on the ground, and Kenzie's gonna be like, "Okay, we came from there. I remember that. It's there."
I have a map.
Yeah, Kenzie has a map
That's
too.
boring.
That's, the GM deletes her
I
map.
literally have a
Got
map.
a map.
I forgot you had a map.
Fire in
Wait,
the
how
hole.
do you have a map of this area? None of you have been to this area, and there are no available maps of the area.
Oh, maybe it's of the other area. It just says map in my inventory.
Just says.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, no, totally.
You just have a map. It's a
It
generic
just
map.
says map.
Just as,
It's
it
the
is-
map. It's the map. It's the map. It's probably a world map.
As long as you.
Oh, you know what it is? I can write that in now. It's a world map that has the dots written all over it.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
All right. Well, we have a rough idea of where we're aiming at least.
So you guys, none of you should have even seen what this area would have been even resembling until you got here. Same with the next.
It looks like a dick with ears.
studied it one time at a random book and never forgot it.
Keen mind is the best. Like such a broken ability.
It's a great ability.
Everybody take it.
Guiding bolt, healing word.
Thank you, not everybody for taking it.
It's kind of like in World of Darkness when you take common sense.
Oh yeah.
So rare, it's a superpower.
While they're off eating Sir Robert Eversley, I want to go to where we buried the dwarf.
Okay, have fun. I'm gonna yeet this fucking corpse.
Have fun. I'm gonna cast Speak with Dead.
Okay.
And I'll cast it in combination with Tongues.
This bitch
Combination
dead.
of what?
Yeet.
Okay.
I'll cast it in combination with Tongues so I can discern, so I can speak into her if I need.
Wait, are you saying I can speak dead on the guy?
On the dwarf corpse.
I thought we buried him.
We did.
No,
He's
oh,
digging it up.
It's
He
it's
did
within
not
10.
say that.
It's within 10 days, and I can do it.
No,
Yeah,
he
but
can he can totally do it with
We
the
have
current
to dig him up.
guys. He can totally do it. It is within 10 days he can cast a spell. You're right. You cast a spell and you cast tongues. What do you do?
I get until the spell ends. You can ask the corpse up to 5 questions.
Right.
The corpse or the corpse.
I
The
know.
corpse knows only what life includes. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or if it recognizes you as an enemy. Okay.
Go for it.
10
See what
minutes.
you can get.
All right. I have 10 minutes. I'll start off by saying I hope that you're resting well, and I hope you're resting well, and I hope that the other side is what it appears to be. My first question to you is, how long have you been here?
You hear coming from under the ground in front of you, because as the others tried to point out, he is still buried. He is still underground.
Wait, I have to dig him up.
You
Yeah,
certainly
he
didn't
hasn't-
say you dig him up. You said you
he
walk up
physically
there and you cast a couple of spells. After pointing out yourself that the dwarf was buried.
Yeah, you have to physically be able to speak to them.
And I'm gonna
They're
point
like,
it out.
Oh, I thought it was just with this. I thought it was just speaking with the spirit. That's why.
No, it's literally the body speaks to you. Like it reanimates the body. The spell does that.
Oh!
It's like-
Whereas Speak with Dead lasts, as I pointed out, 10 minutes. It is gonna take you more than 10 minutes to dig him up.
Yeah.
Also,
Fuck.
pretty gross that our cleric is doing a bunch of necromancy. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Am I right?
Wait,
Man, that's
hold on.
pretty messed up.
The healing word is necrotic, by the way.
I mean, we don't look at it like that though.
No, it's not.
It's,
yeah,
yes,
it's,
it is actually.
Yeah, it is.
It is cure wounds is
Fi-
necromancy.
In 5e, it changed to necromancy.
No, it's not.
It is not healing word. Cure wounds. Look it up.
Cure wounds is necromancy.
Yep.
That's
It's evocation.
ridiculous.
It's
No, it's not.
evocation.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It actually is.
What? Chris 4 was necromancy.
fuck
Because
are you
logically
talking
it should
about?
be. Because logically it
Are
should
you-
be necromancy.
What you're
Are you
talking about
anything
magic is-
cause wounds?
And what you're thinking of, Larry, is inflict wounds. That's necromancy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, there's a cure spell that's necromancy.
I can't remember which one it is.
They had a
It's
big
revivify.
faux pas thing.
It's
They had a whole big
revivify. It's
Well, there's that
revivify.
too.
Touch
There's
or
literally a
something.
healing one. Regardless,
Something.
I
It
would
is
like to
pretty
point out the fact that it's kind of funny that our cleric, and with this group being so adamantly against necromancy, that he's now trying to speak with the dead.
Because it's what clerics do, Kenzie. Shut the fuck up. Before I go back to the rest of the party in defeat, I'll just say to the body, I'll just say to the body, I hope you rest in peace. I'm sorry we couldn't get here sooner, and I'm sorry we couldn't save you from your fate.
You hear more.
May you move on. May you move on in peace. And I'll just walk away.
You hear more muffled screaming as you walk away.
Well, I guess we know who the real monsters are here.
Jesus. It's terrible.
Meanwhile, while that's happening, though, this is all happening up top there. The rest of you wanted to launch a dead body.
Oh hell yeah, let's have some fun.
I legit didn't realize that that's how Speak with Dead works. I thought I was just speaking with the spirit.
Nib,
Well, I know.
nibble,
This is why we
We're
need the
talking to the
spell.
body.
I want to launch this fucking corpse, please.
Guys,
Yeah.
any objection to this?
No, I've been waiting all along.
Do you want him dancing while he's flying in the air? Because I can do that.
Jesus.
No,
We
I
can
think that's.
carry fire on him so we can keep a good eye on him for as far as he goes. But
So Flavia can figure out how to work the machine, but she can also explain it to anybody else if somebody else wants the privilege of doing it.
Can I get back into the compound? I can't do it.
No, because like I said, you're still up there talking to a buried body.
go ahead and fire this fucker.
You specifically said while they're doing this, I'm gonna go up here and do that, so it's happening simultaneously. All right,
Fair enough.
who's doing it?
I'm gonna fucking do it.
Do it.
Wait, am I helping? I thought I was helping.
Yeah, I thought.
You're all down there. You can fight
No,
over.
no, I thought you Shred. I thought you specifically said that I had to help with something, like trajectory or something.
No.
Yeah, the mapping. You said, yeah, Keen Mind. You said that.
Oh,
you
the
had-
two of you to figure out what direction.
Yeah.
I figured that I needed to do a roll.
Nah.
You have
No,
Keen
you know
Mind.
the
I thought-
direction. Again, keen mind and a map. You're good.
Did anybody bother to
I guess roll an attack roll real quick before to hit the rope and.
Did anybody bother to ask the dwarves how they felt about this?
Nope.
Do I get
Nope.
like any sort of
Doesn't matter what
plus
they think.
on this or no?
Well, I heard the roll. What was it?
17. My boy Tang coming in at 19 months, motherfucker.
You swapped.
You absolutely beautiful man. You. How you doing?
Less than 3.
He is
Whatever.
lobbed.
He hits it. Shoomph, shoomph. So Robert Everson
Yes.
goes flying off to the west.
Do we get the yahaha hooey sound effect?
No, but the three dwarves, he's dead. But the three dwarves right next to you all throw up their arms and cheer around like huge. Wow, woo, as it happens.
And there's your fucking answer, Smokey.
Feels like a
Fair enough.
NASCAR rally up.
All right, who's next?
I would have given the honor to one of them, but that's just me.
None of them moved to do it. They were
Fucking
watching
straight
it.
booty.
They knew what your plans were from the beginning, and they're just like, they're just
They're
happy.
all on board. Yeah. Also, as a notepad. Fuck you. If this thing is enchanted, it could totally have the yaha hooey sound effect built in.
It sure could.
but it
We're
doesn't.
doing all right, man. Just chilling with some D&D tonight. Real low key.
I don't even want to hear that coming from you.
We just launched Sir Robert Everly's corpse out of the mega
I don't want
catapult.
to hear that coming from you. Right
I
He's
wanted to
still
do it.
asleep.
oh God. Yeah. Do you
He's
want
not
me to?
dead, is he?
I'm gonna.
No, he's snoring real loud.
Yeah, he's near a fire too, right? Like that is still. a
Not
working
like right next to it, like he's gonna like get lit on fire, but he's
Yeah,
close enough to be warm.
Yeah, that's
Can I,
fine.
can I try poking him with the back end of my warhammer?
Oh yeah, I saw that. How did it go? How do you like it? What class are you playing? What edition are you playing? How are you feeling about it?
So on a 1 to 10, you poke him like a 2.
Yeah.
A 1. Well, he kind of like jiggles back and forth and keeps snoring.
He jiggles. He's that fat.
He's not like that fat, but you nudge him hard enough to move him.
It takes effort to move someone. Okay, come on.
Okay.
Don't make him fat. It makes him.
There you go.
Anybody got some
Half
smelling
elf druid.
salts?
Yeah, half elf's a really good class to start with.
Anybody?
A lot of bonuses, no real downside realistically.
I bonked him real good.
Yeah,
You're gonna-
derailing
Okay,
happens,
I'm just gonna
trust
back
me.
up and let him do his thing.
It happens a lot.
Let
I'm gonna
him do his thing.
On a 1 to 10, how hard do you hit him?
Like a 5. He's a dwarf. He can take it.
You know, the eyes open and he kind of like he's squinting because the sun is out and his eyes hurt. And one eye staring up at you. Wow.
I'm ever glad you're enjoying it though.
Oh, he
it's
speaks
always
Comic?
fun.
You're in tongues or
No, he's speaking in Dwarvish. So assume they're always speaking in Dwarvish. Sorry, and that the only ones who can understand him are those of you who have cast tongues or speak Dwarvish. Which, yes, your tongues is still active from casting it a minute ago.
All right.
What do you want?
Flavia wanted to talk to you.
Yes, please hand it off to someone else.
He looks ready to roll over and go right back to
Flavia, he scares me.
Doesn't have to be now.
He rolls over and passes out again.
Perfect.
Flavia just gives Brave a look like, really?
He looks like he'd slug me if I tried to ask him anything.
So let him rest first.
We have to get going. I don't want to leave these guys on their lonesome without making sure that they're going to be okay.
They're
Yeah,
going to
I
be
think the
okay.
biggest
The
thing
other
is
three
kind
be
of
over
the
here
biggest and
and
most
I think-
challenging thing
mean,
about
I don't know,
D&D and
the
like
one
kind
looks
of
at the
games
other
like is
two,
just
and then,
learning
the one
like
nods and the other one kinda
how
shrugs
the
and nods
flow
and
of it
"We might
goes
stay.
and
We might try to build this.
working on how
Sure.
to best present your
works for you.
character and such.
The blonde one shrugs.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to learn.
Why they were here.
Always
Yeah,
a lot of
that's
stuff
the-
to learn.
Part we're most concerned with.
So I mean, like, you can stay here if you want, but I don't
It's
know.
odd that the
None of you are speaking Dwarvish, correct? So they can't
Oh
understand you.
fuck! I didn't hear that
Listen.
shit.
All right.
God damn it!
I will say to them, if that's what you want to do, then we will leave you to it. Just make sure that he gets some semblance of rest and make sure that he knows what's going on.
One of them raises his flask to you a little bit.
Thank you. I'm assuming that at this point we're the party's getting ready to head out. Before we do that, nobody bothered to search the Cyclopses, so I will do it.
You're right. We should be
Cyclopses
very,
are
very-
dumb as fuck. They don't have anything.
I will
What if-
search I will search the Cyclops.
Go for it, please.
Well, the one of them that's you realize the chimney has been kind of like broken, like since he died and fell with it. So there's really nothing going on in there, and he's not really wearing anything outside of like Cyclops rags. The other one's got on the Cyclops rags, and you're totally positive now that this is what remains of a house that's wrapped around his armor. You find like shelves and like something that looks almost like a hanging candelabra or something like that. It's just you sort of took it as like an ornament hanging off his side.
I'll call out to the female dwarf. Was this your house?
Get off.
She shakes her head no. She goes, no, I don't know if you touched my house, but I wouldn't live in something like that.
Fair enough.
It's on the ground, clearly disdainful of the craftsmanship.
Dude, you're gonna love
Fair
D&D.
enough.
Especially if you like things like Red Dead Redemption, Fallout,
House that could be torn apart like a Cyclops
Witcher,
that
shit like
easily,
that.
I wouldn't
It's
wanna live in that.
they're
That's
all
shoddy
based off of
craftsmanship.
D&D in some
I
way,
think
shape,
the
or
third one
form.
just raises his flask and takes a drink.
Can I
So
help
one
you?
question on that. important question on that.
Uh-oh.
Were these
Bubba.
shelves used as pockets?
The Heine
by this
demon back.
Upcoming Cyclops before we killed him.
No,
What
there's
happened?
nothing on these shelves.
What was
That's
that?
lame. They were
Like they're just
incredible.
wooden
What's that?
shelves that clearly, like whatever was on them is long since left behind or destroyed.
What was he wearing it? Was this the Cyclops that had the house on him? Because that was the one that had the enchantment on him, right?
I don't think either of them had an enchantment on them.
You told me that one of them had an enchantment.
Ghosty's trying to get in your
When
butt.
I cast him
Do
on
you
detect
believe in,
magic when we got here.
in ghosts?
Oh
Will?
no, you were
I'm an
detecting the
adult.
magic of the catapult, not the Cyclops.
I specifically remember.
Pretty
you telling
much
me that
Reliant.
one of
You're
the-
not
one of
too
these
far
are
off.
He
Cyclops.
said what type
Yeah,
of magic was coming,
I'm
but we
debating
never got,
DMing at some
like, a,
point
hey,
in the
it's coming
future.
from
I want to
this.
give it a year,
Oh, yeah,
get
you
some
were only ever
experience.
told, what
The types of
what
magic
type of
were.
magic was.
And I took
yeah.
a guess, but we never knew 100%.
You were told enchantment, and enchantment is what's going on with catapult.
Mhm.
And then
I'm
otherwise,
remembering something different, but I could be wrong. Or I have to go back in the VOD and check. But
let me triple check my notes.
No,
to make sure I didn't
I'm
have
with you,
something
Tread.
down
You,
about,
we were outside when he did detect magic, and you said it's this type of magic coming from this direction, and this type of magic coming from this direction.
yeah, I believe the second one would have been Sir Robert himself and what he was wearing.
Mhm.
But I'm making absolutely sure I didn't have anything written down for one of the Cyclops having something magical on.
like I said, I could be wrong.
No, I don't have anything about that. So
All right, fair enough.
if I said that, it was just said, but I don't think I said it.
Is there anything inside the house worth looting?
It's the Cyclops himself.
Inside the tent?
Or the house that
Oh no! It's like walls and roof. Like there's floorboards. There's not like stuff inside the house still. Like it's been like torn apart and like imagine taking a cardboard box and ripping it open so it's all the way flat, and then wrapping it around yourself and cutting it, and like tearing it up and wrapping it around your legs and your stomach. Like anything that was inside of it is long gone.
I'll call out to the party. Does anybody want to try Cyclops Eye Part 2?
No. No, thank you.
That's kind of grody.
What fucking bitch did I-
Money, man.
Okay.
Remember the last time we tried to take Cyclops Eye? It didn't end well.
Temporary almost died.
So that was
you
you.
just tripped.
That was you just walking into the water for some reason. Because you went
That was when you died. Yeah.
Yeah, you were just trying to walk on water or something.
We could definitely take the Cyclops Eye again. Just don't fucking drop it this time.
I was carrying the entire head. We didn't have anything to like preserve the eye in.
We still don't.
Yep. And I'll be honest, I don't think it's worth that much.
We'll just use Kenzie's prison pocket. It'll be fine.
I didn't hear reason. I heard my name and that
Wait,
was
was it? No,
We'll
I
just use Kenzie's prison pocket. It'll be fine.
Alright. We're not taking anything off the Cyclops, that's fine. I'm just gonna go over here at this point and wait for the rest of the party. While I'm waiting for the rest of the party though, I'm going to send a message to
two dads.
No.
Oh!
Using my last third level spell, I will cast sending to Cat back in Brent's life.
My first campaign, probably. Who knows?
Okay.
I got him. You asked for Cat, I got him.
Yeah, exactly. Tang's first language was not
Hi,
English, by the way.
Hey, bud.
Alright, so I'll say, hey girl.
Hey girls, 2 words,
Brave.
okay?
Yeah, I know. Brave checking in. Is everything?
I don't know.
is
I'd probably
everything
come up with
alright
something different than
in
stuff that I've
Brent's
seen before.
There haven't been any attacks or raids or anything of note that we should know.
And like Jester always knows, you don't have to use all the words.
She
made a
message the other week.
Help me out real quick. He did identify himself at the beginning, right?
Are you
Yeah.
flipping?
Yeah, I
who-
said Brave checking in.
Who is
Okay,
this?
okay, yeah.
Brave, but he did say Brave checking in.
Is this
Uh,
the Tickle Bitties?
Yeah, they go video.
Yes.
Hey,
No.
tell us what's up.
That's not Tickle
I'm out of
Bitties.
words,
Cat's
Palmer.
not Tickle Bitties. That's
Cat
the other
is- Cat
chick.
is Tickle
Yeah.
Bitties.
No, I thought the blacksmith was, or another
No.
chick.
They're both
No.
tiggle bitties.
Oh, I never
One of
heard
them is-
Cat referred to as it. I thought there was another one that was specifically referred to as it, but not Cat.
Oh no, I
Cat
don't
was
know.
Cat.
Palmer has pretty much always referred to Cat as Tickle Bitty.
I thought there was another one that was
My anime
Tickle
waifu.
Yeah. You're gonna roll. You're gonna roll Pizza
You're
Mancer.
back. Nope, everything's still fine. How are you?
Nice.
Tell her I'm good. Tell her I said hi.
I can't, Palmer.
Okay.
Yeah, he
well,
has to cast
Yeah,
spell
exactly. I mean, there are
I
games
can't-
that I'm still playing that I've wanted to as a kid, but never could get my hands on and shit like that. So I definitely understand that.
Pizza Ma-
I feel kind of stupid now that I think about it. But
Really? You don't say.
I'll just tell the party that everything's fine back in Brenzlagen.
Mhm.
Thank goodness, I was dying to know.
Hey, better to know than to not know and have the fucking town come back to the town be burnt to cinders.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not my hometown. I really don't.
It's not my town.
Yeah.
None of you are from Brentslagen.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
About the
Stuff
only-
happens.
I mean, it would suck, but
Let me put it to you as gently as I can.
Just the
Lee.
way she fucking goes.
Let me put it to you as gently
You
as I
would,
can.
you would really sacrifice Tiggle Bitties, Palmer. I'm asking out of character.
No, because I know
There's
that she's
titties
a smart
everywhere.
enough gal to, if the city is on fire,
Yeah,
take
exactly.
the nearest body of water and use her tits as a life raft.
Okay.
Boy, do they
Can I
give me
throw it out
life.
there
You
just
know
to
what I'm
remind any
saying?
of our audience who hasn't seen Cat? She doesn't actually have the rack that Palmer makes it sound like she does.
Yeah,
that's
no.
why I'm like so confused.
Shelby,
Because there's actually ones that do.
Shelby
She
doesn't like
refer
Cuba
to
Gooding,
them.
senor.
Listen, guys, I do a lot of drugs.
Lots of
That's true.
She
Yeah, we know who
That's
Cat
like
is.
Something.
That's-
like modest sort of beat-up or something.
Cat is
kind of
Palmer.
purposely
Cat's
put out by
Palmer's
me,
biddy,
not
and then Atos has the crazy
It's
blacksmith.
like nothing.
Oh, as a note, also, Lee, I'm going to
Tickle
tell you
Bitties
this as
is the
gently.
perfect fucking. Go on, what? Huh?
I was
Yeah,
saying-
and
I was saying, yeah,
quick
no,
shout.
I'm going to tell you, Lee, I'm going to tell you this as nicely as I can. I've already given those under my command the orders that they will stand and fight and save as many lives as they can, and then retreat themselves. So they're perfectly safe as well.
It's just safe. It's just safekeeping.
No worries, brother.
Can't fault me
We'll
for-
see you
can't
soon.
fault me for- for just checking.
Remind me to like set
I
up
mean,
some
I
sort of
absolutely
Google
can.
Voice number or something when we go to Japan, like you recommended, just in
You
case
just pop you on
anything
the shoulder
super
and just
wacky
say,
happens, especially with like fucking coronavirus
I'll
going
just
on.
sigh.
I want to
I've
have someone that I can definitely get in touch with at like any time of the night. And I know you're up
If you
all
do
sorts of
that-
wacky
if you do
hours.
that, could I do that?
Sleight of
Hey,
hand.
hi, Baba.
Alright.
Shelby says hello.
Roy,
She's
Roy,
sucked
I
into
will
Sabrina.
let you- I'm letting you know out of character if you ever
But
try to
take care,
counterspell
brother.
one of my systems,
Super,
it will
super,
literally
super
smash you with my
appreciated.
Warhammer.
You could do
No-
it
no
stealthily,
cars.
and you wouldn't know. You would just think that you were
I
sending
gotta
a
pee.
message. No one was responding.
Yep.
If I ever find out that you counterspelled one of my sendings, I
I'm
will
just-
smash you with my Warhammer.
Just saying. Don't know if you'd win.
What's your strength modifier, mister?
Doesn't matter.
I'm warning you, Roy. Try it if you want.
I mean, you wouldn't know.
I could possibly. Yeah.
That would be that good.
Also, second of all, that assumes that you wouldn't
Yeah,
have someone
she
stopping
does.
you.
She's pretty slight. She is wafy. She is not big old titties.
So, generally clear skies, no effect on travel. Holy crap, for once?
Wow. I guess, you know what? In a way.
Wait. Are we still in snow though?
I mean,
You are
standing
still in snow, so there is a small. So you're going 20. I believe it's 22 or 23 miles per day. Not quite your full 25, but you're not being like heavily slowed by the action. And I didn't mean to interrupt anything by doing that. I was actually trying to double check that fact for myself.
Oh no, that's fine. I think we're pretty much. Yeah, no. I guess my only real concern is getting back across the water. Are we doing it the same way, or are we taking the damn raft? Even with the warning.
All right,
that
sounds
keeps
good,
seeing
brother.
shit on
Take
the
care.
wall.
Thank you for the support, man.
And also,
Super
how are we moving
appreciated.
this damn catapult?
Did Palmer tell anybody where the raft was?
He knows where it is, and I assume
He
if he
spoke
wants
in
to-
English, or he spoke in common. You could all understand what he said, what
Yeah.
Sir Robert said.
But he only told Palmer, right?
But you were all
Oh,
huddled
shit.
around him, so I mean, he didn't cast thaumaturgy, but you were all able to hear him.
Fair enough.
So yeah. So
What
how do
you
we
got,
wanna do
Ashley?
this? Do we want to take the Do we want to take the raft? Or do we not?
Look, is it a raft or a boat?
He didn't make it very clear, actually.
Yes.
Is there a difference?
Yes.
Yes. Because if
think
it's
he
a
said a
raft,
boat.
I need to up my alcohol supply before I go on it. If it's a boat, I should have enough to survive.
I think he said a boat.
I will tell you right now, if it's a fucking raft, I'm not getting on it. I'm just going to ask for water walk and we'll cross the goddamn river again.
You'll have
We're
to
not
wait
we're
till
not
tomorrow
sticking
for
8
it,
people
but
on a fucking raft.
Also, what are we doing with the damn magical catapult that could buy us a fucking boat? Can we move it? Do we
Yeah,
have
when I
the
say,
map?
I'm sorry, when I say that could buy you a boat, I mean that could buy you like a seafaring boat.
I mean, like, I don't think there's no way we can get out here. I mean, we should just destroy it. I don't know, man. No one's
What?
gonna
Let
be
me.
alive.
Are there
I'm
magical
sure the
components
dwarves will
can
figure
strip
something
from
out
it?
with
I mean, it's guys, you're super greedy.
It's
I'm
not
sure-
really. You could. It is possible to disassemble a thing. Nothing particularly on it is particularly like worth anything really. It's like wood and like metal and ropes and stuff
how,
like
how
that.
much does it weigh? How are we carrying it? We're not carrying this thing, guys.
I got some room.
I'm sorry. I need to actually look this up.
No,
How
it's
much
gotta be like 3 tons at least.
trebuchets are fucking heavy, Defray. You really want to try to carry that?
I got room.
Very God no.
I got room.
Do not have trebuchet room. I'm
I
sorry.
got fucking room. Nip.
If you
Fucking
it's
Atos has a
disassembled,
goddamn
theoretically.
war horse.
If it's
It's
disassembled,
magical.
theoretically, you guys could all split it between you.
Yes,
I
we
have
can.
no- I have like 10 pounds I can carry.
But
Yeah,
Defray, if you
I'm
have
negative
the
1 of my
room,
strength.
it's a matter of if you have the strength to carry it. Trebuchets are fucking heavy.
All right.
Actually,
Pussy.
hold on, actually, all right,
And
hold
I
on.
don't think
We're
any
talking
of us
about
have the strength to carry it.
Sure. Pussy.
For anyone who cares, I actually have the trebuchet stats and possibly weight right in front of me if you want me to look it up.
What you
I
got?
looked up how much a normal catapult weighs, but I'll hear what you've got there too.
Yeah, let me just find the right page. This is.
I'm a little bit still building this out, so but.
No, that's fine. I got siege equipment, martial range, adventure.
He's got siege equipment, guys. Watch out.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it right there.
Oh yeah, it's great. It has a howitzer in here for
Don't
some
you?
fucking
I have it
reason.
right in front of me too.
I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, though,
Oh,
it-
fuck it.
I think the only one of us that would be able to logically carry it would be Atos.
Split it.
Hmm.
We're gonna disassemble it and
There's no
split
way
it.
one person can. It's just not gonna happen. One person
And
can.
and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think he cares one way or the other.
It could buy us an
Uh,
entire fucking
Thank you for
boat.
speaking for me.
Money's not
Smokey.
everything, guys.
Was I wrong though?
Yeah, you actually are.
Damn. He said about doesn't make a lemonade.
And again, as I pointed out, Smokey, it's something that could be carried by the group, or like as by each of you.
I'm not
How much,
carrying it.
how much do the parts weigh is the question.
That's what I'm trying to
That's
find.
what he was looking at.
Kenzie starts
Which
making the
one's
door.
Oh, that's fine, yeah. Let's see. That's fine.
Beans can probably carry some too. Fuck him.
It's time for you to
Why
carry
was
your
it
weight,
fuck the
Beans.
beans? What the? Why are we so
What did
toxic?
the dragon do to deserve
Yeah.
that?
What was that? So mean.
We feed him.
We don't really feed him. He pretty much feeds himself, by the way.
Yeah, that's
That is true.
Many hands make the load light. Nibs.
It's not. This is not Nibs. This is Lefty speaking. I'm not doing Nibs' voice.
Beans, if you want to carry a piece of this trebuchet, I'll leave it up to you. Deborah, you're gonna have to fix it to him though.
I don't
Q,
give
what
a
have you
fuck.
got? Have you got a weight for me?
I'm looking for it. I found boats. I found. It
Any
might
kind
take
of
a-
siege equipment. Like, don't assume it's a trebuchet. Just look.
Just go
for
with the
whatever siege
catapult.
equipment
Oh,
you got.
I have. Well, the siege equipment I have is ordnance is the problem for some fucking reason.
That's
I don't- With ammo, yeah. I have like I actually have like siege equipment.
That's what you want. You don't want actual. You don't care about the ammo. You're not carrying ammo. You're just carrying a fucking trebuchet. I mean, it's wood. It can't be that heavy, right?
It's,
the
you
way
said
it- okay,
metal
so,
too,
hold on.
right? It's metal.
No,
it's
it has. So, if I may,
Picture looks an awful lot like it's just wood.
historically speaking, if I may here, we are talking about an object that would be carried by armies and such across a not across an entire division, but across a large portion of a division that would then be set up and equipped for siege, because sieges are a lengthy, drawn-out process. So
Right,
it's
but you said the
mostly
key
wood.
word there already. You said carried by an army, not by like a couple of.
Well, no, it's spread out across a small, like a group. I don't know how many of the carrying is that thing.
Yeah, no. I think I'm gonna shortcut this for time.
He's
Uh,
a
Hey,
bird.
Chad,
and with a bunch of
I have
people,
a
we
question
can-
before you shortcut it. What
Yeah.
size is this trebuchet?
It's pretty fucking tall.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
on
large?
tape.
Well, is it large? Is it gargantuan? Is it huge? Is it medium?
It is. That's not what I wanted. Hang on. No snapping. It is. Let's say 18 to 20 feet tall
I found it.
and
Okay, I
about
found
15
it.
feet long.
So it's
All right, I
huge.
found the weight. Hold on,
Sure.
I found it. I found its weight.
What is
okay.
the weight?
The weight is, according to this, it is, well, hold on, it is trebuchet. Okay, it is absolutely fucking massive is the answer.
Okay, number.
Oh wait, why do you not have weight on this thing? It has, I can tell you how many people it takes to man it, which will be good enough. 5 people are required to man it and probably set it up.
That's okay.
My point stands.
We're not carrying it.
Yeah, that's pretty much right. You probably, if you spent the time to take it apart, you'd probably find it like just out of your reach to carry them. He's right.
Yeah.
You do have the horse to help you, I guess.
Yeah, but
We'd
it's
have
to, like, we'd have to like
Skip
have a
it.
bridge.
If this thing even torn apart would incapacitate all of us.
We're not, we're not carrying it. Maybe
Walking
try to
in the
have someone.
snow by myself.
I
Get
know,
the
volume.
fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
For the record, a trebuchet base is worth 2,500 gold.
Jesus.
Well, the 3 dwarves are kind of like, they don't seem too either way. Like they don't seem upset that you didn't destroy it or take it, but they're kind of like blasé about the thing even being. But they are, you notice they are starting to kind of look around and
Oh,
like kind of giving that more like engineering eye to their surroundings, and you can tell they're starting to plan out their future.
oh, that's not heavy at all. It's only 350 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, 350
350 pounds. Okay, if you guys can split 350 pounds, you can totally carry it.
easily.
I don't have. I have 10 pounds.
That's you, not me.
I got like 15 or 20.
I can carry up to 220.
How
I
much
have
do
no
you have?
idea how much I
Yeah,
carry.
Ben is almost overloaded.
Kenzie, you are.
Oh,
not
well,
very-
that's the thing. I can
Okay,
run
because-
overloaded. It doesn't bother
Because
me.
I have no money. I'm only carrying 74.75 pounds.
How much? Yep. And well, we already know how
You
strong.
have 20
Otto is.
strength.
Flavia has an 18 strength, so
Yeah,
she
same.
can carry
Well,
a good.
Otto says 190. No, sorry, 19 strength. So
How,
yeah, we
wait,
can carry.
Smokey, what's your strength? 'Cause that's how
12. That's
you can
120.
only 120 pounds. That's all you can carry.
Yeah, we got this. We can move
It's
it.
10 times your carrying, right?
Yeah.
Or 10 times your,
Yeah.
what's it called?
Strength.
Strength modifier.
10 times your strength. So you can only carry 120 pounds.
80 pounds.
Oh,
So Flavia, it looks like, can carry 42.
Oh, it's.
We're not carrying it. We don't have enough. We barely have 100. between
Just
all of us.
overload me. I don't give a shit.
That's not how it works. This isn't
That's
Fallout.
not how it
We
works.
could technically do that.
I can.
Assume you can put.
Slow
Assume you can
down.
put. Assume you can put 160 on the horse, but nobody can ride it.
We're still like 50.
200.
We're still short.
No, we're
'Cause
not.
It's one chunk.
200
It's
on the
not
horse.
split
Horses.
chunk
horses
up.
Still, was it 360? You said we're still 60
360.
pounds short.
I got
Also-
room for 20. Give me fucking 20.
God, we're not taking it
We
with
can't.
us.
We
guys.
literally can't take it with us.
Stop.
can. And I don't even think that Beans can carry anything.
No, I don't think. I think it would break Beans back, to be honest.
Yeah, Beans isn't touching it.
I'm gonna make it. Please, we're not taking this. We can't. We just can't take it with us. This is
I would
Larry,
have
don't
to, I
do
would
that.
have I would actually have to agree with Larry here.
You know,
Yeah.
you're gonna be real pissed when we could use this later and we
Oh,
don't have
guess
it.
what if we had a trebuchet, we'd be fine.
You know what? I can
Only
actually.
a trebuchet.
At this
Trad,
point,
Trad is going to do that. Now that you brought it up, he's going to put us in a
absolutely.
situation where we need a
It will be
trebuchet.
good. It'll be
Guys,
someone
hold
else.
on.
It'll be hilarious. I love it.
hold
Do
on
it.
a sec. I have something to say in character, Dan. So Flavia will say, you know, we don't have to take it with us all the way to wherever we're going. There's some warlords along the way who'll probably buy it off of us. Probably only have to take it out of this mountain range, and then we maybe have to take it a couple days for travel.
Is there a town nearby?
There are towns past here, yeah.
Kenzie, check the map.
Town.
You guys want me to like fucking?
Eventually we're
speak
going
with
back to the map.
about it or something?
Wow, we took a detour. Holy shit.
Well,
Okay.
there's something over here.
Why did we go that
So
north?
real quick, these the 1, 2, 3. Those are about where the 3 dwarven towns are. The 3.
Oh, we
dwarves
can
were telling you
definitely
where
carry
they're
that. Do you guys want to never have to worry about money again for the next week, or what?
Do we know if there's anybody there? Is
The
the
raft-
question?
from. And the raft is the spot further southwest. The arrow is. As far as if anybody's there, maybe you should be more concerned about if anybody's there who wants the thing. Which the answer is almost certainly not.
And wait a second. Are all the Cyclops like dead?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a shame.
Although it is actually worth noting that the main weight of the trebuchet is not the structure itself, it's the counterweight. And you can
was
make a
thinking
counterweight
that,
out of anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it should
you
be
literally-
counterweight if it's all stone, right?
Yeah, it's literally
What
the
if
weight.
that's the magical part?
It's, well, you can check it. We can check it. We have Kenzie for this. Kenzie, can you
I would
check it?
think that might be the magical part.
As for who would buy the thing, actually, you're going to be searching this region right here for the closest person.
Oh no, we can't carry that all the way over there.
I quit.
Please, can we
I
stop?
quit the campaign.
Can we stop?
Kenzie kills himself, and
Trebuchet.
his spirit possesses the trebuchet and explodes it from the inside.
Lily's spending 20
Wow.
minutes on
It's
Shao
canon.
Kahn.
It's canon.
Shang Tsung style.
No, it doesn't sound like something he can do. I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
ability.
that's what you're saying.
Tieflings are tricky people.
And again, you're looking kind of like there-ish for your boat.
There is.
Fuck it, let's go get the boat.
If we were to just cut across here, that's almost 100 miles
Mhm.
from where we're at. And from what Trad is saying, nobody here is gonna take it. Nobody here is gonna take it. Nobody here is gonna take it. We'd have to cross it over the river.
I'll tell you, there's not no chance that those 3 will take it. There's a chance.
We gonna have to roll really good.
It's literally going to be an RNG roll, but
But like, okay, here's the question: do we really want to waste time out of our mission?
We've already taken a lot of time out. Yes, please. Let's
Okay, do we want to waste?
Can we
time
just
out
go
outside
now?
of do we want to take more time out of our mission to go out of our way to sell a trebuchet to a place that may or may not take it, or do we just want to continue on with what we were doing? The dwarves are going to be fine where they're at. That's already been established. We really don't have any obligation outside of just continuing on with what the fuck we were doing, you know?
I only care about the historical part.
And does anybody else agree with me on that?
it sounds like the answer is no.
Nope.
Everybody wants to carry it.
Oh
So
my
let's hear some other thoughts then. Who else has a thought on what the next step should be?
Oh, I think we're all ready to just leave.
In what direction? Where are you going?
I think we're going down towards the boat. If I assume that that's what we wanted to do, because that will give us an easier path towards here ultimately, and it's not that far out of the way. I think. Check that. From there, it's 12.
It should be noted the river runs past the south end of this map here, so it's not just going to get you out of this map quicker. It's
Yeah.
probably going to get you out of the next map, possibly.
And we can travel that distance. It looks like relatively quickly. The main thing will just be going from here to here, and that's not so bad. Yeah, it's only about in a straight line. It's only about 66.3 miles or so.
I'd personally rather just head for the boat. Forget the fucking forget the catapult. Let the dwarves do what they want with it.
Everyone else? I've heard Q and Smokey.
If we can do it, let's do it. If not, let's just go. My ass is getting
I'm
bored.
ready.
I'm ready.
I think Roy AFK'd.
No, I'm
Yup.
really fucking done with the situation. I've been done with this for like 20 minutes.
Let's just go. Fuck it.
All right, we're out. Let's go south.
All right,
to
left
where
behind.
we need
Finally.
to go.
Go ahead, Alec. You should still be able to be moving the moving the party token. 22 miles today.
I cast Magic Whistle.
Just a moment, please.
That's
Roy, you're not yourself when you're hungry. Have a Snickers.
I had a fucking smoothie. I'm just so mad right now.
Why
I
you-
could have cast Find Familiar, alright?
Roy, our hose mad.
He wants his bat back, man.
Yeah, but it's your fault.
How's it my
Oh!
fault? How's it my fault?
Hose mad.
I assume he's blaming you because technically that bat went in to save your ass.
No, it didn't. It went in to save Nibs.
All right, let's move.
Hold on. Roll 20 zooming is being a thing.
Oh
They
god, what's it
just
done?
they just changed the zooming mechanic.
I think
Yeah,
they
they
did it
did.
right
They're
after
really
our
getting
last
the worth out of
session or
buying the
something.
license.
And I can't.
Or rather, they changed it back to what it used to be.
And I really wish I could just hide everyone's things on here.
Sometimes I wish that too.
Sometimes I wish I
All
could.
right, how many miles?
22.
We're going towards here, right?
I thought we were going south through the bottom to the boat.
What was
No.
this over here again? I thought this was. Oh yeah, the boat's that way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
these are the three similar icons that you have not been to are all the dwarven towns.
Okay.
Huh. We're basically back to this this camp.
Yep. That's the first day.
So wait, where were we going when we went down to the southmost part? We were just gonna walk all the way down there. Why? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I missed what the boat
Oh, so-
is now.
The boat is over. So yeah, the boat is over there. We are going back towards the boat because it'll get us much further. When we were
Well,
originally going
faster.
south, when we were originally going south, Larry, we were going this way, and we were just.
That was
going
when you were
towards
using water walk to walk over the rivers.
Yeah. Now we have access to some better stuff in theory.
In theory, because the
In-
boat has
Somewhere around here is where you ran into the dwarf who told you about the or the one fell on your head who told you about the empty town. The empty town, I guess, would be about there. Yeah, and then you just turn north and then water walks your way back up. Da-ba-da-da. Okay.
Okay, good job.
I'll ask the party: is nobody else the slightest concerned about the quote-unquote enchantment on the boat?
Nope, don't give a fuck.
We have 2.5 weeks, he said. I'm more concerned about what we could find in the waters if he's actually that disturbed by it, considering this man seemed to have a ridiculously inflated sense of confidence and ego.
That's fair.
Well, how much longer do we have tonight? Just out of curiosity. Who's the
Hour and a half.
hour and a
Not
half?
that long,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, about.
Okay.
I think this would be a good
Hour
break
and a
time, though.
Mhm.
Kind of let us refocus after all that nonsense.
'Cause
You say
that's-
regain focus, I say hammer the fucking liquor, boys.
I ran out.
I've already finished this little thing of sake I got tonight.
I've still got some.
I need
I've
to
still
get this
got some
one.
tequila. I've still got some tequila.
Thirsty, Trad? Thirsty?
Now I don't.
No, I'm good for right now. Actually, I need to. I need to work on something during the break here. If we're gonna take a break.
All right,
you guys
5
good for
minutes.
10 minutes. Come back at the hour.
Sure.
Sounds
Alright.
good.
Roy's about to lose his fucking mind.
I can see it on his face.
Have a Snickers, Roy.
I hate all of you.
On a real. Roy,
I
are
did
you okay?
nothing. I did nothing wrong here. I will get in my car and drive over there, and I will knock on your door very aggressively.
Can't, cause there's a door to get even to get to the door to my place.
Same.
And that's locked.
I'll kick the door rather harshly.
It'll probably open it. Not
Yeah, not same. Ours is all glass. What kind of security door is that? Just fucking break the glass, step right through it.
Mine's like a heavy door, but like it doesn't lock sometimes. So, all right, I'm gonna share this shit. be less angry because I hate all of you except maybe Trad Palmer.
It's not my fault. I didn't do shit. Fuck you.
I was trying to leave the damn thing behind. They were the ones that wanted it.
Surprising literally no one. Oh, by the way, for anyone who cares, apparently the ideal ratio for weight flung to weight used in a trebuchet is roughly about 133 to 1.
Hey, would that be correlated to the arc of how far it swings in some direction?
That might be the case. You want me to pull that up again just to be safe?
Because I know you actually load a trebuchet what would be either directly, like, straight down or slightly in front.
It's so the way the trebuchet works is, remember, it's a sling, right?
Yeah, it's
So
a giant
it's
sling.
it's loaded horizontally or all but horizontally, and the weight drops, pulling it around in a massive arc. You are correct. So that is something about that. There is something to that, I would guess. I'm trying to find the information again.
Yeah, because if I remember, trebuchets are rather tall, and
Yes.
you crank that bitch back so because it has a longer arm. But if it's laying on the ground, it's not really helpful. So you need to get it up more so it can rotate almost full back.
The main benefit of a trebuchet over a catapult is actually that it has approximately almost like 60 to 70% more weight capacity for what can be flung.
Yeah, it's just a giant.
Which is-
There's just a giant crate attached to one end that you put rocks in, and then you put what you're throwing in the other end.
It's quite interesting, actually. I
Yeah.
remember doing some stuff with it, but the problem is since it's not directly related to since sieges are not practiced anymore and that's
Yeah.
not part of HEMA.
Whereas a catapult at best is maybe like 90 degrees of range.
It's weird, yeah.
And then you
alright.
have to kind of pull it back, and it's very, in my opinion, very dangerous because you're basically flexing wood against itself. If it decides to let go, it's gonna fucking implode. Whereas a trebuchet is literally just weights and pulleys, you know.
Yeah, it's a very brilliant thing, and the funniest part is that technically speaking, to have moved the catapult here or to move the trebuchet, logically it would probably have been on wheels.
Yeah.
That is something that they can and will do. Although the problem is, if you want to use it in a siege, then you have to basically, stake it into the ground and make sure that its wheels don't rock or anything.
Yeah. Hey, why didn't we think about just building wheels to put on it?
Because we don't have the resources or the time. For
Yeah,
that.
true. None of us are Cartwrights.
Are we talking about this goddamn trebuchet again?
No, we're just
I'm
talking.
literally about to just blue
They're
screen
just
everyone.
talking, they're nerding out on trebuchets.
Yeah, we're talking about military
They're talking
tech.
about trebuchets in general, Roy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to get a drink though. I just finished off my limit breaks.
Roy, calm down.
So.
Fucking
Roy,
calm
next time we
down.
bring up trebuchet, Roy's gonna get so triggered. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Shut
Roy's
up.
gonna start fucking foaming at the mouth and destroying his stream setup.
Everybody cut the fuck down, God motherfucking damn it, we're trying to play a fun game here, fuck!
Roy's gonna just start smashing his keyboard off the fucking desk.
Don't think anybody understands that I have the power to kill them.
Oh,
Very quickly.
Everyone
Yeah?
has the power to kill anyone here, I'm telling you. Like,
Yeah, that's,
everyone's very strong.
Roy, how much HP do you have?
Don't fucking matter.
Roy, how much HP do you have?
It don't fucking matter.
You better fucking stay pretty far away from me then.
Alright. So what are we waiting? We're taking a break? Are we waiting? What's up?
Oh yeah, we're waiting.
Okay.
Where's Palmer? I haven't heard his voice in like.
He comes in and out. I bet you he's hanging with the girl friend trying to play D&D. He's probably trying to multitask.
He's muted as fuck right now, so.
Yeah, is he deafened too? He's not even hearing?
Yeah, he deaf as fuck too.
No. Oh,
He'll be
no.
fine. It's Palmer.
Text that.
I've never seen someone just like accidentally trip through life as well as he has.
I don't know. It seems like his life kind of is like a little not great.
Look.
What happened? I mean, let's be honest. It's not the best situation
What happened?
with his personal life. It's not
Oh, I don't fucking know.
okay.
So
If he
remember,
doesn't tell me it's not important, I don't give a fuck.
Cool.
Yeah, that's all right, Roy. Everyone
Moving
can
on.
feel free to say what they want on my stream as long as it's not racist, homophobic, or xenophobic. We're like
no,
legit.
I just curse a lot. and maybe talk about really gay shit, but probably not.
What? You? No. You talk about gay shit? Like half of this fucking group's gay as fuck.
What?
So my roommate got me blooming onions from Applebee's. This shit is really good.
I wish bloomin' onions weren't like 8,000 fucking calories though.
You can make your own.
They're still really high in calories.
Yeah, I mean it's a fried giant ass onion. It's like 4 onions, isn't it?
It's just one really big one, but you have to coat the fuck out of that bitch.
Yeah.
I'm drunk. I want to point out I was kind of drinking.
Plus the spicy fucking sauce.
So I'm
it's like ranch and hot sauce. Or no, I make a really good one. It's horseradish, mayo, ketchup, garlic powder.
Can I just say?
I just like to use ketchup and mayonnaise as
And ketchup and mayo together is basically Thousand Island dressing, so I don't know what you're fucking making noise at. Same damn thing.
Making noise. I'm just.
No, not you.
No,
Shelby's making fucking noises over there.
That's not Thousand Island.
Hey, Roy. Are you sure?
Yeah.
What's Thousand Island, then, Roy?
It's not ketchup and mayo.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
What are the 2 base ingredients of it, though?
Roy, do you really not curse on your own stream?
It's ketchup and
No, I
mayo.
don't. Well, there's a lot of other shit in there besides that. You're making it sound like it was just ketchup and mayo.
Oh, no.
Wait,
That's literally what you said.
wait, Roy, you're serious?
It's
I
mainly
thought
ketchup and mayo.
I never curse on my own stream ever.
It's rare. I think it's rare because
I think I said fuck last night when I was playing Yakuza.
I was
don't
about
think
to say.
anyone. I don't think anybody called me out on it because I didn't have that many years.
I was about to, but I didn't want to.
But they're not the main.
What else is in it?
There's like Worcestershire sauce, mustard, vinegar.
Yep,
cream,
Shelby's got the
chili
right of it.
sauce.
It's and a fuck ton of
Olive oil.
ketchup and mayo. Okay, so how much mayo? What is the highest quantity ingredient in it?
I think that's the Worcestershire sauce.
No.
It would be a lot more like
Liquid.
spicy.
So it's mainly mayonnaise, and the second most quantified ingredient is relish and ketchup. Tablespoons each.
I mean,
So it's mainly what?
Mayo
And
and relish.
ketchup and relish. There you go. We can.
There's a lot of other shit to it.
You can admit
I was
that I'm
gonna
right
say, 'cause,
sometimes.
Like,
It's
I've
okay.
mixed mayo and ketchup before.
How important is this?
All right. Well, then I fucking stand corrected. The fact that it.
but yeah, I've been drinking on. I've kind of been drinking on an empty stomach, so I'm kind of butched right now. But this is actually helping.
I just can't care enough. I'm sorry.
Pink sauce is fucking.
Look, 95% of salad dressings are just ketchup and mayonnaise in some proportion.
I mean, pink sauce is the fucking bomb. I don't care who says what.
Beef meatloaf is the same thing as burger. It's just a different shape.
If I'm eating a
Say it
salad,
right. It's beef loaf.
Yeah.
if I'm eating a salad, give me some good oil and good vinegar. If I'm dipping my fries in something, give me just some basic ketchup or a nice aioli.
Yep.
Easy.
Doesn't aioli have gluten in it?
No.
I'll be honest. I'll dip fries in fucking thing, man. I don't even...
Yeah, really good
Aioli?
fries don't need shit, to be honest.
No, I'm saying I do. Like, put any kind of sauce or literally anything that you can dip a fry into in front of me if I have fries, and I'll try it. Whatever.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
You know what an aioli is made out of?
Oil.
Yeah, olive oil and egg yolk usually, and a little bit of mustard, salt. That's it.
Pretty much.
Basically mayo and garlic.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's the. I mean, mayo is nothing more than egg yolk or egg white.
Yeah.
Yeah, just whipped egg white.
And then you
Oh,
add
okay.
other stuff for flavor.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know what the fuck mayo is made out of. So I thought it had gluten in it. That's why.
Nope, egg white.
No, mayo is not vegan or vegetarian though. Well, maybe vegetarian.
You can get vegan mayo. Like,
Yeah.
like avocado mayo.
Vegan A's is really good, surprisingly.
But yeah, these blooming onions are hitting the fucking spot, man.
Have you had it?
Hey,
It
is
tastes
everybody
exactly the same.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, vegan.
Are you being salty over here?
I feel the restaurant world's eating through.
You're being so salty. Why are you salty?
What?
What?
Bro.
What? Wait, is Keelson Devore?
I never said that anything vegan or whatever didn't taste the same, but it can be.
Wait, but Keo said that you don't taste the same when you're hungry. I'm like, is Devore? Like, what the fuck?
What?
I'll message Palmer and let him know that he's ultra muted.
What? Are you on top of me right now? Happy. The shit don't take fuck this.
I love Shelby.
She's right. I mean, I don't know if there's argument here. But
To be fair, she's right. She's just presenting her opinion salty.
No, I'm not. I'm presenting facts. Shit.
Shelby, I love you.
Nuggets are not the same. Nuggets,
That's just.
not the same.
Make it with
Burgers don't taste like
chickpeas.
burgers.
They cook relative.
That's why there's veggie burgers.
I don't know.
People don't eat meat.
All
Why
right,
you
let's
gotta
get this
try
fucking
to
going.
do
We've
something?
wasted enough time tonight fucking off.
What?
sure have.
Fuck, I could be more productive playing Nier Automata right now. Let's go.
You absolutely could not.
Wow, fuck you. Guess who went 4 for 4 with Coaster Skip today?
Oh, hey, it's not bad.
Not you.
No, I did. I actually did.
Oh damn.
It's over, dude. It's over. We figured out what was wrong with it.
Really?
Did you just
Yep.
need to get good?
No, it's like it's there because I took like a 2-hour break and fired it up in first try.
Let me guess. You
So you
weren't
just need to
waiting
get
long
good.
enough.
Yeah, I can finally get good. The issue was the timing of my what? Oh, I just had runs and then didn't get another one going, and by this time the 2-hour mark rolled around, I got to do it again.
Cranberry mustard, bro.
I just love that Roy just came for him.
What? I'll always go for him. Somebody has to shit on Q's.
I mean,
Well, I
isn't that
mean
the
you
job of the
can, but
chat?
it's not wrong.
Yeah.
But it's also not right, considering I didn't.
I mean, I can still say things.
Look, I have $100 here for the first person that can get a sub 130 in Nier Automata in this chat.
Yeah, no, I have more.
Is that what your goal is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have more sanity than I tend to let on. So
See, I can make this bet because no one else is gonna do it.
Of course.
Palmer,
Value.
It's not worth it.
Palmer is on his way back. He says he thought we were done.
God damn it, Palmer.
Because Palmer doesn't pay attention.
Jeez. Okay,
Is he
well, shit,
on
I
watch or
thought I was
no? If
doing
he's not
fine.
on watch, we can just fucking let's proceed.
He sure isn't. Wait, what day is it?
Monday.
It's technically supposed to be Sunday.
Hey, what's up?
No, well, there he is. Perfect.
I think. Let me get the calendar up because it's 20. It was the 28th.
No, that makes sense. Here, Sunday, okay. It's messed up because I have to do that.
All right, let's move.
I think it's Is it the 1st of December?
Sure.
Oh,
Or is it?
Sure.
It's 20. Yep, it's the 1st of December, so it's Monday.
Macau. That would be those two then. And a Scott. Atos and Kenzie on watch. Can you each give me perception checks?
Sure. Hold on. Alright. Ken, do you want first or second?
I took first.
Alright, awesome! Can't wait. Hold on. Let's see, come on, that one, am I right, guys? Oh wow, okay, never mind.
Sad perception though.
But who went first?
I went first.
Kenzie.
I got a 4.
Kenzie, did you summon the bat yet?
I haven't had a chance to. I have to have a whole hour of downtime.
We've been traveling.
Yes, I have to sit down and channel some spirits and burn some incense.
You know, you made camp and you sit down and you wait for food to get cooked and people to go hunting and stuff like that at night. That's pretty well, you can do things like that.
I mean, I can do it then, but this is our first night.
Yeah, exactly. So as you stop
tonight.
me, yeah, do it tonight.
Yeah, go for it.
You can almost treat it like part of something you do at your long rest.
And I'm pretty sure that your bat has better perception.
He does.
I'm sorry, I'm just...
He gets advantage on perception checks. Because he uses his bat-like hearing.
Just make your own cranberry mustard. Shit's banging.
Remove my crap that I used to get him. Alright, I have resummoned the bat, and I've taken out the stuff to do that.
Yep. Atos, funny enough, here's rustling towards his tent while he's on watch.
Alright, we're not gonna waste too much time here just because, I'll be honest, I'm not really interested in anything getting near my tent, so we're just gonna turn around immediately and get ready to aura that bitch.
Well,
whatever it is.
I think this one's happened to you before, actually. You get over there and there's a bunch of fucking rats in your tent going through your shit.
That happened to me, not him.
Yo,
happened to one of you, I don't know.
Kevin, welcome in, brother. Welcome. Yo, Hime,
there's rats all
bless
up
up
in
to
your
the
shit
Adaru subs. We got any T3 Adam Nomers in here? Kev, Neon, how y'all doing tonight? What are you up to tonight, bud?
I'll get it
Not
back.
a bad call. They all freak out and scatter in all directions trying
Actually,
to
no, they don't. They do not. Because of my new aura, they all die.
Not much, just doing some, I wanted to say Nier Automata. Practicing Nier Automata when it's not on screen. Sorting magic cards and listening to jams. Lots of good music out recently. We're just doing some Dungeons and Dragons tonight. We've been streaming for, don't let it fool you, close to 12 hours now.
Their heart stopped from fear.
Significant progress in Nier Automata today. Finally debugged Coaster Skip. Got 4 runs going. Nothing really made it past 1, and even then it was still questionable. Trouble getting past city angles, just movement issues there.
They can't even move.
Did some Yakuza 0.
Psychic damage. So what does
Working on our real estate empire.
Guys, hold on.
And just chilling.
Here's what happens.
Really just
Round
chilling.
1, they are frightened. That means their speed is reduced to 0 while in the aura. So they're in the aura. Cool. And if its speed is 0 and it begins its turn in your aura, it takes psychic damage equal to half.
Yeah, dude, super chilling.
No, that's not what it says.
Yeah, Roy just got into MTG. A couple other people I know are into MTG.
If you start your turn,
that creature takes psychic damage.
Our boy House Tech that was in earlier
So
just started playing it.
Copy pasta this wrong because it's not even
Yeah,
proper
Kevin's
English.
actually from the Philly area,
That
Roy,
creature takes
and
psychic
Roy's
damage equal to
also
half
in
your
the Philly
paladin
area,
level if
Kevin.
it starts its turn there.
Yes, it can't move away from my aura because it's stuck in the aura because its speed is reduced to
So
0.
y'all pretty locals.
Yeah.
So,
but it doesn't. So it won't do psychic damage if somebody's not in it, right?
Correct. These rats
It
are in
doesn't
my
just
aura.
do damage on cast. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, you're fine. And also, I get to choose who actually suffers it technically. So.
It's okay. Roy
and
can
like
read.
I said, rats have a hit point.
Yep.
These fucks are dead.
Kevin lives in
It doesn't say
Philly.
anything about you can choose it. It just says the aura extends around you.
Oh, yeah,
not
sorry, no, let me
cover.
rephrase that. Effectively, for me, it is chosen because I get to choose who's
If a
feared.
creature is frightened, then it jumps to if a creature is frightened.
Yeah, so let me rephrase that because I can have this ability, which is Conquering Presence. I get to choose. I get to choose
I wake
who
you
I
up
see
at
within
11.
30 feet of me to make a wisdom saving throw. So if you want, the rats can make it. Otherwise, they just have their hearts burst and die.
Do you really want to roll? Do you really want to roll saving throws for all those rats, Trad?
I mean, it is.
Well, it doesn't say anything about them having saving throws.
he's not the one arguing. It's not Trad that has been arguing
This is
this at all.
That
So
too.
no, yeah, then that's basically what happens. Yeah, so basically the way it works is, since I have the conquering presence, it overlaps
Wait a
specifically.
minute. I looked this up. It doesn't. The aura does not frighten them.
No,
they
that's
have
correct.
to be frightened otherwise.
Yes, that is. Well, the aura is always passively on. That just. I have
Correct.
it
The aura is always passively on, but the aura does not frighten anyone.
That's
what it
correct.
does
I
is
mean-
it adds the effect of them not moving if they are frightened.
Oh,
That's
so
correct.
so in no way, shape, or form do those rats have the frightened status, so it does not affect them.
Yes, it does because I'm
Actually,
using
because
conquering presence.
you use conquering presence.
You need this when you
There you
yell
go.
at people at work.
This
See,
is
that would
what
have been
makes.
important to put up in the first place because
That's
that
what
was
That
a lot
says
of
Who
for all
gets
of us.
clear?
take a wisdom save, which is what Larry asked in the beginning, and everybody said no.
Yeah, also that. Yeah, that you,
What's up?
you left out half of the story here.
No, I didn't. I actually said I activate conquering presence. I said I use my channel divinities on this
He
at the
did.
beginning.
And you put up the one and not the other, so we
Oh,
could
yeah. Well, I assume you already memorized that. That's my bad.
Yeah, it was a little out of
If
order
a
too.
creature is frightened of,
It's all Gucci. They're just fucking rats. We're good.
sure, it makes
Okay.
sense. Yeah, in case
Well, I need to know how the ability works
yeah,
for when
in
it
case
comes up
you
in
use
an
it in
actual.
battle, yeah, then
why it's
we should get it
important.
down.
Yeah.
And-
So the way
Yeah.
it works is, it's always active, but it only matters, if this makes sense, if I activate that specifically conquering presence or if I use the frighten the.
I'm gonna
fierce.
double check when it is.
Yep, that is correct. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm not rolling all of those wisdom saves, so yes, they all die. I'm okay with that for now, but I needed to know that.
Yeah, don't you worry. Yeah, this is basically the bread and butter of what makes Paladin Oath of Conquest worth playing at all.
Right,
is-
makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, and he's just going to casually kind of sweep them out of the tent, put them right next to. I guess they can put them right next to Silver, if Silver's out there, and yeah, keep going.
He's always sleeping
Ready to go
outside somewhere.
down to hang out
Yeah,
with some
there you
fucking
go.
nerds again
He
for
can
a
have some
minute?
rats if he wants
Steal
to.
some more Twitch
He's a little big
points.
for a tent these days.
Yeah.
Klepto.
Yeah, when he was smaller.
Now he can.
Fair enough.
I guess he can keep my horse company. Sure.
How big is he at this point?
He said
Okay.
horse size.
Not horse size,
Yeah, it's like it
There's war horse and
hasn't
there's regular horse.
like I haven't had a bad time there. The
In
worst
this
the
case,
worst
you can
is like
assume
parking
it's
at the
probably about
Acme and
the size of
walking
my
2
head.
blocks.
He's about horse-sized.
It's always a good time though. There's
If
pizza
you
and
want a
Twitch
specific
merch, and
breed,
we
I
can all
actually
just
give you one,
chill
but
and talk
that's not
shit.
important, I don't think.
Something smaller than a Clydesdale, but we're not doing this.
Hoodies and shirts.
I mean, I am more than able to do so if you want, but
And
I
your
don't
Twitch
think it's
pillow.
necessary.
Big old pile of rats outside your bed.
You
Nothing
did?
else happens throughout the night. Boom, it's
Excellent.
daytime again. And you know what? Weather's pretty fucking good again.
Hey.
Hey, that's a positive.
No more storms. That's fucking great.
Yeah, we can actually move around like, we're not fucking...
Idiots, invalids.
Thankfully, my horse doesn't need to fucking eat, which is great.
My horse is much bigger than yours.
My horse is amazing.
My horse is slung right down to the floor.
Thank
You don't
you.
want to ask the horse that. It might actually answer.
I'm just trying to make the lyrics continue to work.
Alex got the right idea.
Yeah, it's a good song. I used to have it as one of my ringtones.
Take up Speak with Dead.
The master of riffs. All right, moving again. Where are we going? We still headed towards the boat?
Yep.
Maybe. All right. What do we got? 25 miles today?
22.
22?
Oh, we're still in the snow? Or is it because of the new...
It's still winter. Like it's not like blizzarding on you, but you're still slowed down a bit by trudging the snow. Yeah.
It's cold, icy, and wet.
Shitty outside, windy. Who wants it?
Alec, your move.
Okay, so again, 22 miles.
Yep.
Yep.
I assume we're just going straight down the shore.
I would assume so. It's probably going to be the fastest route. Unless we want to stop in at the at that town and resupply. That might not be a bad idea, but I don't know if we have the time.
Yeah, well, anyway, we're here.
It's still going to take us 2 days to get
We
there.
already took a turn out this way instead of into the path in there.
Yeah.
Are we gonna settle down here?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I think so.
Nibs and Brave on duty tonight.
When we settle down, I want to try to find Palmer.
He's with you. It's a pretty easy search.
Yo, Paul, come here for a second. Paul, come here for a second.
Alright, I'd like to come hither.
Oh god.
What?
Yeah, table
Palmer
bar.
has been sucked into the other dimension.
That was a vocal effect, if I've ever heard one.
That
Absolutely.
was not though. You were just doing that with your voice.
I was.
Yeah.
What the fuck
Alright,
was
so
that?
alright, so first off, how sober are you right now?
Probably
Three.
two.
Three?
On a scale from 1 to 5.
5?
Okay, so you're pretty fucking blitzed right now. That's good. That's perfect. I need you for something. I have a prank that I want to pull. Paul?
He's dead, Jim.
Oh well.
Fuck. Wait, Palmer, are you okay? Because, like, his microphone is going off, but he's not saying anything.
No, there you go. Now he's
Now
muted.
he's muted. Now you're muted.
Alright, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go for it.
Yep.
Alright, cool. So anyways, yeah, whatever you were talking about, Smokey, let's do it.
Alright, I have a prank that I want to pull specifically on Kenzie. And I need your help to pull it off.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright, so I have this spell called Polymorph. I need you to keep Kenzie distracted while I try to turn him into a cat.
Okay.
Can I count on you to do that for me?
Yeah, easy.
I'm going to insight check that. Is he going to rat me out if I try to do this? 10. Fuck. You have to roll deception if you're gonna be honest, or if you're gonna.
I'm gonna do it. I don't give a fuck.
This. Okay.
You
Can
just
you
say being honest, yeah.
Can you keep
Alright.
Kenzie? Can you try to keep Kenzie distracted for how long does polymorph take to cast?
Probably an
easy.
action. 6
An
seconds.
action.
It's an action. Yeah. Can you keep Kenzie distracted for, let's say, roughly 120 seconds? 120
Okay,
seconds.
yep. Alright, I'm gonna go over to the camp
Why are we messing with him?
and I'm gonna say, hey, what's up everybody? Hey, I just actually learned this cool new trick. It's called Crown of Madness, motherfucker.
Coming on. What?
Crown of Madness, Kinsey.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Kenzie, are you within? Hold on, Kenzie, are you within 10 feet of me?
Oh God! Apparently, we have to jump to
I
the
have no idea.
campfire map.
Is this like camp?
I did.
Yeah.
We're at camp. Yeah, we're gonna jump over to the campfire map because apparently we're doing this thing.
All right, so
Yes.
I would more than likely be at the fire if we're just hanging out.
Yeah. Oh, Kenzie.
That looks
you
like
get to
10
add
feet.
Kenzie, you get to add +4 to all your checks.
Honestly, it's probably not gonna help.
I know, but at least it's something, right?
Wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
With
I don't
+4. That's a 17.
Good.
I use
It's
cutting
not a
words.
D4. It's just +4.
Yeah, it's just a +4.
Can you cutting words a saving throw?
Nope.
I'll do
No.
whatever the fuck I want, alright?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Wait a second. I want verification on what +4 is being given.
so he has an aura.
It's an
around
aura
him.
coming off.
Yep.
That's just always active.
What's the aura? What's the aura specifically?
There you go.
Aura protection.
Or charisma. Yep. Or protection. So equal to charisma modifier. My charisma modifier is +4.
Why is your charisma modifier +4?
I'm a fucking paladin.
Paladin's going wisdom though. I thought.
No, they
That's
used
my
to.
thought.
They used to. They used to run on charisma and wisdom. With 5e, they were updated. Actually, 4e, they were updated to charisma, and 5e kept that trend. Don't know why.
I don't remember them ever needing wisdom except to cast spells, and then you only need a
Agreed.
14, and then you don't give a fuck.
It
Even
was
second edition, I think they were all charisma.
No, they weren't that far back. I'm pretty sure of that. They were.
Does he
They were.
make your save
Oh,
Yeah, he made my save by 1.
I'm going. While Palmer's casting
hold on a second. I
while,
need to-
while Palmer's casting Crown of Madness on Kenzie, I'm also going to cast Polymorph
Do I see Brave Lee?
to
He is
turn him
standing in front of you. And
to turn him into a count. To turn him into a count.
Counterspell 4th level.
actually, kind of relevant. Paul, move your character out there, so we know where you were, see where Kenzie was looking.
Oh wait, we had to set up. I didn't know that.
Did I not move you guys over here? Yeah, I moved you guys over here.
See, I didn't know that we had to set up.
Because it
I
seemed
mean, you
like
have to have a visual
I
on
was
me.
going to be behind him.
as soon as somebody says the words "Where are you?" I bring up a map because
Yeah, because I always before I did mine, I said I run to the center and tell everybody. So I feel like this is probably a good spot to get everybody's attention.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and I was going to be behind Kenzie while I cast.
which also would make sense as to where you would go.
It's verbal and somatic. So I'm gonna say that I would probably notice
You
that
would
you're
hear-
casting something, and
Well,
I'm
you
gonna
would hear
cast
someone
counterspell
behind
at
you
4th
casting
level.
something, yes.
Well, no, if I do it under my breath, you wouldn't.
That means you'd have to make
You're
thing
within
about-
10 feet of me.
The whole thing about
Why
it
are
being
we
a vocal
fucking
spell
wasting time?
because we all hate you, apparently.
And I guess that would be a stealth check if you're really trying to like cast it super quiet. I think that's what we did in the fighting pit when you got caught trying to heal.
18, bitch.
I'm still gonna cast counterspell.
Because
You'd have to be able to perceive that I'm.
You're within 10 feet of me. There's no way I wouldn't hear you.
I feel like if someone was 10 feet away from me, I would be able to hear them whispering, but I wouldn't necessarily be able to hear what was being said.
Yes, but of the nature, like, it's an arcane spell.
Yeah.
Like, I would know.
Cast I would roll Arcana for that.
I almost said that. Just roll it, see what we get on it. It's not necessarily going to be as a save, I just want to see what you get in general. Color the whole thing.
As a save?
No, just roll Arcana.
11.
Oof. Oh, low roll. I mean, you hear Smokey behind you muttering to himself, but Bravely always kind of mutters to himself.
Not always.
You're always off casting messages and sendings and stuff like that.
Fair enough.
Talking to the dragon and shit.
That's.
I don't know, Q, what do you think? You think you would notice that or not?
Depends. Muttering.
Considering Paul Mert just tried to cast Crown of Madness on me, I feel like I would be like...
No.
In wide open space, I'm doing it behind you stealthily.
No, may I real quickly? Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
We already know a couple things about Kenzie's character, and I'm kind of trying to go this fast.
Okay.
We know that Kenzie is extremely paranoid, which means that as soon as something goes wrong, he's going to immediately search for any aftershock. Because there's always, if one thing goes wrong, it cascades. So you automatically have to do damage containment. That's all I'm going to say.
Alec, what do you think? Just yeah or no? Do you think you can hear it or no?
Yeah, fucking whatever. I'll just roll a wisdom saving throw because I'm really
No, I want to hear the third vote on this, honestly.
I would say he definitely has a chance. I'd probably make him want to roll a check of some sort to determine it.
Perception at max.
Perception?
Yeah.
I will auto fail the perception check and just do a wisdom saving throw because I'm
get
really
your
tired
plus
of this
4.
and I want to move on.
All right.
Plus 4.
So 14 or 15 plus 4, so I save.
Nope.
I do. There's no way you have a 19 as your.
Oh, 15 plus 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a save. Fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck.
Also, if you're wondering why I don't turn off my aura, I have no reason to.
No, I was just trying to have a little fun, that's all.
Kenzie's gonna go back to his tent and flip both Brave and Palmer off.
Oh. It is Tuesday. It is Brave and Nibs on watch tonight.
I tried to have a little fun. It was fun while it lasted.
It really wasn't.
Brave and Nibs, who's out first on watch? Excuse me.
I'll go first, Nibs. I took second watch last.
All right, I'll go second. Sure, whatever.
Perception check, guys.
Oh no. I guess that's my punishment.
11. Why I was at disadvantage.
Right? I mean, the night passes quietly. Neither of you notice shit, but you know, you definitely don't notice shit. I guess the rest of that just kind of full-on permanent distraction. And one more time, finally, it's getting just a little bit snowy outside, but it was not too bad. 21 miles, not 20. Do 21.
All right. Okay. You will always get the benefit, no matter who you are. Well, as long as you're an ally.
And close. Hi.
Miles. We're almost to the boat.
I think Drag gave us 20.
Close, but no
You can
cigar.
pretty much make it to the boat today, I think. Like it's the corner down there. We're you know,
We
so
can
we're
do it
quite small
tomorrow.
enough for
Don't
you.
worry about it. I'm not worried.
Whatever. So you make it down there. So the boat's a raft.
We're close enough that it doesn't necessarily matter much. Like it'll be maybe a slight walk the next, because we're talking maybe 2 miles the next day to get to the boat.
Yeah, unless
Maybe,
you're
I don't
like
know,
super
like, not
hot and bothered to jump on tonight.
No, I'm not going
I'll just
rafting in the
put
fucking dark.
it
It's
on
not
calendar
happening.
because that's close enough for all intents and purposes.
I'm not rafting in the fucking dark. It's not happening.
No.
No, we're not. We're basically.
Come on, guys. That sounds like fun.
No, it fucking doesn't.
Like raft.
Can I cast detect magic to see what the enchantment on the boat is? Because that was mentioned.
I know it was. You can cast detect magic.
No, we
just
have
like
to
fun.
do it. We have to do it now so that when Ultros inks us, we can wear our sunglasses at.
Correct.
Agreed.
To...
Time for
Final
watch.
chance for the- Yeah, who's up on watch tonight? That's gonna be fucking Deveray and Deveray and Palmer.
Palmer, you go first.
Palmer,
Okay.
perception check.
Whatever. Oops. Just take the lowest. 8.
Yup. Another quiet, boring, shitty fucking evening in frozen ass north armpit ass of the world.
That's cool. That's cool.
Ben, roll at disadvantage.
How mad do you want to be right now?
Uh-oh.
15.
Both natural 20s because you're a son of a bitch?
Nah, 15's my lowest.
15's your lowest? Okay. So... let's see. You're there, you're out here, you're sleeping, you're there, Silver Dragon's there, Nibs are asleep there. Look about right to everybody, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ben, you're over here,
Uh-huh.
and you're working on your thing.
Yep.
When you hear it's approaching shitload of noise to the northeast. Like crashing and like heavy thudding. And it's getting closer.
Okay.
You are, however, basically done with your thing.
All right. So I'm still under the effects of that.
What? No.
Okay.
No, you finished the thing you were doing, and
All right. Well, I'm gonna roll stealth. Oh my god, it doesn't even matter. Why do we even roll stealth anymore?
because eventually, people are gonna have higher stats, and it's gonna.
23. Am I 23? Do I pass my check?
All right. You rolled stealth. You concealed yourself where? Where are you gonna head to conceal yourself as the sound is getting closer and closer to you?
You said it's coming from the northeast.
northeast.
Right here.
Okay. Closer and closer and closer until finally you see this motherfucker show up through the trees.
All right.
That's a mammoth.
That is a.
It is
Yeah.
full fucking tilt, charging his way southwest, like knocking over trees, straight over like rocks and mountains and shit like this.
Does that wake us all up at this point?
At about this point, yeah, you're all starting to wake up a little bit.
What the fuck is going on?
We're gonna roll 1d6.
All right, I got it.
Okay. I'd like to see everybody roll initiative at a disadvantage. Let me clear the list.
Wait, we have to roll initiative at disadvantage?
Yeah, because they're all like just
You're all
barely
asleep.
waking up, thunder and crashing waves coming towards you.
I don't know if that's a thing.
Me too, or
Yes, it is.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
The DM can always.
Alright, I got a 22.
have advantage or disadvantage.
Yep, I got a 7.1.
I've
That's
never heard of that before.
Hey,
but
I actually
okay.
got a nat. I got a nat 1.
Oh, I rolled the
Nice.
same thing.
I accidentally rolled twice, and it took the higher of the two. So can you adjust it back to 5.18?
am I
Gotcha.
rolling at disadvantage because even though I'm awake?
No, you should be rolling normally.
Okay. Thank you.
4.13.
I'm 22, by the way.
Yup, I got you.
22.2.
No way that's your lowest roll.
Yeah, it
He has
was.
really high dex.
Yeah.
You have a +4 to your or 5 to your dex, don't you?
Y'all.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a disadvantage. So you got 16.2.
No.
No,
Look
that's carrying.
above. No, look above.
Oh no, you rolled 3 times. That's okay. I see.
Because I
see.
didn't click
Yeah,
my
yeah.
character.
Yep.
Yep.
I got a
wait, did mine
19.18.
center
I'm gonna roll in character for you.
Did my sender know, Tread?
I can put you on manual. I have to.
Hold on. I'm just gonna send you what it put.
Okay, and Ben, what were you?
19.8. I just did a 10.8 with just to get me on the board.
I gotcha.
Wow, good
I
rolls,
rolled
Larry.
the same- I rolled the same thing twice with a 13.12.
nice.
13.
At least you're consistent.
I'm
It's my
mad at you,
second
Trad. I'm just
initiative
gonna
in
tell
a
you
row
I'm
above
mad at you
10.
right now, but whatever.
No, you don't worry. What you did matters.
Of course it does.
Of course it does.
I was hoping I could
Everything
sneak. I was
right
hoping I could sneak a turn in first, but oh well.
So I'm guessing I hear this. Does
Mhm.
Devray say anything? I don't know. What
The
about
find out.
Trebuchet returns banned Breakfast Torment right now.
Well, he stealthed himself, so I would say it's pretty safe to bet that he's not saying a word.
where's the exit to this tent?
Your tent is
Why don't you
basically all
ask?
the exits are facing inward.
Oh, yeah, okay. Alright.
There. They all face.
Alright. Run towards the noise. Oh, hey.
It's a big fucking.
Fucking hairy elephant and shit.
Yeah.
Can
Fucking-
I roll for stealth, or is that too late? Can I roll for stealth?
I- Sure, you can roll. You can always try to roll for stealth and
24.
Okay.
So disadvantage. I'm
Okay.
going to sit there and hold my action if it gets close to hit it.
got you.
Trad, my initiative should be 0.13.
It
I'm
is.
gonna hold there.
It is. It says 13.13 on my side.
4.13, not 13.13. Usually you have
Oh.
advantage.
Missed that. Missed 4. Roll. Okay. You should be. Okay. Alright, so you hold your action, so that would put it to Ben's turn.
Well, judging by its path, it's going to trample everything in sight, so I'm going to try and correct its movement here. And go right here and just start wailing on this fucking thing. I assume this is sneak attack because still stealth, or
Yeah, you kind of like break stealth.
Well, he gets sneak attack because he's.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
all right.
Attack rate.
Yeah, there's nothing within.
It's just not an advantage.
No,
Yeah.
no.
They just get
No, it is.
not an advantage.
Oh.
I wouldn't say he has a stealthily way to like come at him. He's running right straight towards it.
Yeah, there's no stealth way to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay. And here we go.
Mammoth.
That would be 10. Sneak attack, 3d6. 11. 14. 19.
19, got it.
19. Roll offhand. 18 again.
Hits.
What the fuck is? I always forget what this fucking thing is. It's 1d4 plus.
1d4 plus 2 plus 2. Or at least that's what it was in the beginning.
7. 7 total.
Alright. You notice as you're wailing on it there that it's already wounded.
Why is it doing 1d6 fire damage?
Because it's the spatula, it's a magic spatula. It should be doing 2 magic damage, not 1d6.
Oh, okay. No. Hold on. It's adding in a fucking. Okay, I see what it's doing. Don't worry, I got it. It's just weird. Formulas suck.
Yes, though. As you go up there and start to wail on it with both, it's bleeding. Like there's like almost pieces of it missing from the back.
That is interesting.
Well, I did my job to get it get its attention at least. So whatever.
Boom, 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 stomp, stomp, stomp. You wake up to the noise.
Alec.
You can never tell if Alex.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm trying to determine where exactly the exit to this tent is. Oh, there's the flap. Okay, I see it. Using cunning action to get over there.
Get it, girl.
And going to swing at.
That's a hit.
Sounds like a local server outage.
Okay.
Accurate damage because it correctly applied me not having my modifiers on. So.
Oh fuck.
Oh wait, I get extra attack. Sorry, I get one more.
Yeet.
That probably misses.
Actually hits.
Oh wow.
Wow.
A big fucking hairy ass elephant. His AC is pretty low, actually.
I assume he just has or had a lot of HP.
Well, that's an assumption. That's an assumption right there.
That is.
Flavia runs up and plants herself in front of the charging mammoth and takes some pretty good swings. Palmer, you're up, if you can hear us. I don't know if you're here or not.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. We're back.
Oh, finally. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I would like to zoom out, first of all. Alrighty. Sorry, I haven't been able to get onto Roll20. Okay, so 30 feet, does that put me there, or no? I'm actually.
No, you're yeah.
You're a square away.
Okay. I want to move right here, and then I'm going to cast. 1 second. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on this guy right here.
Okay.
Oh wait. Wait, hold on. I think I got them mixed up. Okay, yeah, wrong spell. Sorry. I'm gonna use this one. Dissonant Whispers, motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Oh, there we go.
That's a good call.
So, yeah, must make a wisdom saving throw. Oh, it fails.
That's a big old veil.
That big
Yep.
old damage too.
Yeah, so it's 16 psychic damage. And must immediately use its reaction if available to get as far away from me as it can.
Beautiful. Oh, that's
Great
a
move. Great
And
move.
then I'm gonna use my Bardic Inspiration, right? I can do that. It's a bonus action.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my Bardic Inspiration to I'll give it to Flavia. I'll play her a little ditty. I'm not actually gonna sing because my girlfriend would murder me.
Oh, boy.
She's sleeping right next to me. Yeah. There you go. Blew my flute. That's the song I'm working on.
Beautiful.
Anyway, yeah, and then I'm Gucci on my turn.
All right. His reaction is in fact not available, so he is still charging forward. Kenzie, you're up.
So with the bat, we didn't really roll initiative for him. I just realized. Can I just say that he's gonna distract?
I forgot exactly how we decided that. I feel like we've done it two ways now. Haven't we done it both?
You've
where he
been
gets
doing
his
it.
own. Well,
You've been doing it.
which way should it be? Does he get his own initiative? Or does...
He gets his own initiative because I need to be able to move him and things like that. But I was gonna say, for the sake of keeping it simple, I was gonna just say, if you want to have him distract the, what's it called, the mammoth. That way, if I'm near. What?
I have done no such thing to mammoths.
Yeah, just have him distract it.
I don't know what it's called.
So.
Okay.
And then it's still my turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll run up here. And I will use Bestow Curse. So I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
There are wisdom saving. God, cow.
Okay, it fails. So I'm picking back at the beginning of its turn. It needs
rare
to
3.
succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, or it does nothing for its action.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Always love the stun lock, isn't that right?
4.
All right, I got you. Excuse me.
And you said it can't use its reaction right now?
Correct.
And then I will back away the other 10 feet that I had.
Fair assumption to make, considering it couldn't do anything with Palmer. So you back off.
I was gonna say I thought I heard you say that, so
Yeah.
just making sure. And that's it.
All right. Q.
All right. Well, I have probably nowhere near enough movement to actually get over there. So 15, 20, 30, and nope, I cannot. Well, actually, technically, I could. Because, hold on, is this space? Hold on, let me ping. Is this space occupied by him, or is it just kind of not? Because Flowia looks like she's really actually stuck in its square, but I'm not sure.
You can. This space, no. This space, yes.
Honestly, I could be there too. It doesn't functionally matter.
Okay, I just wasn't sure because I wasn't sure about size, because it does matter to me, unfortunately.
It's not, actually not quite exactly lined up.
No, that's fine. I'm just curious. It matters to me because I actually have a line of charge, and that means I could do something, which is really cool. Actually, let's see if I can. First, we're gonna post Iron Hand because so we're gonna be using if I can the dash action. Yep. All right, so we're gonna go for that because I can get out.
Proficiency. Jump.
Yep. So I can absolutely get to. So then this is 20 from there. No, sorry. 20 right there, and from there it's another. Yep, I can absolutely do it. Great.
Yeah, 100%.
I just wanted to make sure, because also I have to move in a straight line to do that, because, you know, logic.
It's a
right?
dash.
Yep. Boink. And boink. Alright. So I will do that,
I
and...
guess it's going in. I guess we're just gonna kill this thing. Shit.
Or at least drive it off, yeah.
Oh man. Guess I should have done more. I didn't know we were gonna go straight in.
We don't really have any other options as far as I can tell.
I'll watch 3 people run up and do something to it.
Well, I mean-
So it's like, all right.
I know. I was waiting for everyone, and then everyone's like.
Out of character, if we had a druid, maybe we could do something a bit more interesting, but we don't.
Nope. Alright. Let me make my attack roll. I do not get advantage on it because I'm not flanking. 25 should hit though. Which means...
Yes.
Okay. So I'll add 4 to this damage, so it's 14 slashing, and I will smite through that. Not a strong smite, mind you. So, where is my smite? I'm going to be using Napalm Death. Do you want me to post what it does just to remind you?
Yeah, as well.
Alright, bump. Napalm Death, Wrathful. Alright. Okay, 5 extra damage, and it needs to make me a will save. A wisdom saving throw, please.
2 seconds, sorry.
All the wisdom saving throws.
Well,
The
this
mammoth
one's even
rolls.
worse.
Damn, we're
Booty.
just fucking this poor thing up.
Mhm.
Sorry,
It's a
wisdom
random
save.
encounter.
Yep. Hey!
Alright, it is now frozen, and its movement is 0 while it's near me.
Of course.
And it's going to start taking 3 damage around for the rest of existence.
And how much damage did it take in the first place there?
14. Oh, no, sorry,
Ah.
14 plus 5. So not great, but 19.
Brutal.
And now it's frozen, and it can't move. So, Devrai, you want to get behind it and start poking its butt?
Yep.
Alright, it's my move.
It should be noted as you move towards the entrance of your tent, you find it sewn shut.
Me?
Yes. Like you're trying to open your tent and you can't.
Who did that? Which one of you assholes did that?
What do you want from me?
You have a dagger. It isn't going to take long to cut through it.
No, I'm just legitimately confused as to how my
Almost
tent was-
literally anything could break through it. It's a tent.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell my tent was sewn shut. When no.
Fuck if I know, dude.
Really, Palmer?
No, I was just fucking with you. I didn't do anything.
It was me.
No, I'm legitimately thinking that nobody in the party.
No? Dude, I have no idea. But just cut through it. Stop. Don't even worry about it. Just cut through it.
Yeah, well, if Crown of Madness landed, I was gonna have Kenzie kill her own bat.
Why?
Because everybody likes it so much.
Oh.
That would have been funny.
Well, fuck, if I cut through... Can I use it? Can I...
You have a knife, don't you?
Now the shoe's on the other foot. Nah.
It's your old pal, Toby Kadenchi.
The big tour around here, see?
I'll show you who's on.
My tent is sewn shut. If I use an action to cut through it, I have nothing I can do, so I'm just gonna end my turn.
So you just stare blankly at the sewing, like, who the fuck did this? What? Why?
No, this was planned, and I have no reason why, but I'm just gonna go with it.
Okay.
All right. It's the mammoth's turn, but the mammoth has no motion. He can still...
Silver doesn't take a turn.
Oh shit! Did I skip right past him?
You did.
Okay, that was next. What is it?
Because my plan was to come out of my tent and polymorph it into a squirrel, make it easier to get rid of, but fuck it.
It probably would have popped immediately on Autos' turn, because it would have taken 3 damage within its range.
Unfortunately, I can't. I could turn it off, but that means that it could move again, and that's nowhere near as good, I think.
I don't care at this point. I don't know why my tent is sewn up, but
All right. So he's gonna work his way. Yeah. Gonna actually. He seems like everybody else is trying to fucking freeze this thing in place. I'm gonna do it too.
Okay, okay, come on over, buddy. Come join us. Oh yeah, good boy. Smart boy.
Uh-oh.
Lots of wisdom save or const. No, oh wow. Well, he
Okay.
saves
Wait,
the hell
Oh.
out of that.
wait, don't I have cover behind the tents?
You?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're
Silver's
not
turn, Larry.
Why do you need?
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. I thought this. I saw the cone coming towards me. I was like, what is he doing?
No, that's I'm measuring how far you are.
Oh,
Just
okay.
just for ideas.
The cone's at minimum gonna hit one of us over there.
No, I just see rulers going towards my direction. I was like, what the? Why am I getting hit?
No, I'm telling Trad, the paralysis cone is gonna hit either Dev or the bat at minimum.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You need a con
Remember, it's
save for me?
Oh yeah, it's a cone, isn't it? It
Yeah.
used to be a single target. I forgot that it's a cone now.
Actually, oh no, damn it. The bat's within my save range, but Devrai isn't. Oh well.
No, Ben's gotta do it. Silver's like, oh shit, like he didn't mean to. He obviously didn't mean to, but. he's also
11.
excited to
So
do this.
I am paralyzed for a minute. Sorry.
You're paralyzed for a minute.
It's okay.
Well, I mean, define them. Oh wait, no, actions are longer than
Okay.
that. That's fine.
Sure.
So
You
my
can find a minute.
So it's the top of the mammoth's turn. You need to make a wisdom saving throw for it.
a minute is 10 rounds, Ben.
that's all
So
good.
that's a fail. So it wastes its action doing nothing,
And it can't move.
and it can't move.
And
Yeah,
look
it
at-
takes three.
don't-
It takes 3 damage.
It takes 3 damage.
And it takes 3 damage.
It still has a bonus action. It just specifically the spell says action. So if you want to use a bonus action for something, I just want to make sure that's clarified.
I
Uh,
don't think that's really an option for the mammoth right now.
It is literally locked in place by fear.
Yeah. That's it, Nibs.
I get to do something. Fucking A.
Oh, it does get to make. Oh no, as an action, it can make a wisdom save. So no, fuck you, buddy.
But it doesn't get an action because.
Idea doesn't get an action.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you, buddy.
I can hit it from there, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Do it, my dude.
That thing looks so cool
Pop.
too. In
Pop.
action, the right click thing.
All right.
Oh yeah, it looks fucking great, don't it?
Do. Do.
Whatever.
Oh.
Whack.
Did it miss? Did it hit?
13 hits.
Hey, oh!
sure
Smack
does.
everything. For 10.
Yeah, this thing
Pearson.
must have terrible dice.
Whack.
Extra
Whack.
attack. For that hits. For 11. Is it already is it stunned? What is it? Is it anything or no?
Oh, it
can't move.
It has 0 motion, and it has to make a wisdom save every turn or lose its action. It still technically would have a reaction, right?
Yes.
Would have a reaction. Okay, so
Yep.
fine, yeah. Alright.
You have pretty well beaten the shit out of this thing at this point too. Like, he is near
That
death.
hits.
That hits.
7
Still standing.
and for 7.
Ah, not anymore. He goes down.
There we go. Good job.
But
So
as he
GG.
goes down, and as your turn ends, you're screaming off in the distance.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We killed someone's pet. Jesus fucking Christ. I know.
Whatever.
Not like, sorry,
That's
not
fine.
like humanoid screaming.
Oh.
We still killed someone's pet.
Your
I'm
turn
a-
ends, and it's Ben's turn.
He's
And
paralyzed.
yeah, he doesn't even get a save on that, does he?
Nope, it's just paralyzed.
When does it wear off?
After a minute.
10 round. Unless someone removes it.
Well, that's a damn shame because flying in from the direction the mammoth was running from, there's a 3-headed something or other.
Oh, Christ. Okay. Hi, bud.
Well, one of you fuckers better bring me up.
Chimera, some sort. It's like
Kind of like the mammoth was wounded and running from something.
It's not a chimera. It's a chimera. See it?
No.
Yeah,
like,
chimera.
you might have to make a check to
Chim
see if you
chimera,
can-
chim chimera, chim chim chiroo.
Wait, what was that, Trad?
I was making a joke that you might have to make a check to see if you can actually sort out that it was in fact running away from the Chimera, but I think that's pretty fucking obvious. So he used about half of his move to get up to this point. Give him a moment here. We are actually pretty close to the end of our time here. Who's our first to quit tonight? Ben, when are you finished?
I still have like 40 minutes, bro.
Half
I
an
mean,
hour?
I'm finished at midnight, so.
So is that 4 minutes from now?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Do you want to wrap this up right now and we
Yeah, that's actually
Dive
fun.
into the Chimera combat
yeah,
at
Yeah.
the beginning of the next session.
kind of beat stop.
Yeah, that's kind of
I
what
mean,
I
a
was gonna
Chimera sounds like it's gonna be a crazy opponent comparatively to it.
Crazy.
Good
better
luck.
learn
I'm just laying there like an
Can you just
asshole.
humor me, Roy? Is it Chimera or is it Chimera?
It's Chimera.
Okay.
Yep.
No, on all seriousness, yes, I know.
I actually think it's a Chimera. So
Get out
That's
of
why I made the joke that it's three-headed. It must be a Chimera then.
Wait, you mean Gym Class Heroes? I used to love their music.
Chimera sounds a lot less threatening.
It really does. And also in
But
Latin,
it's
it would
like
be-
Chimera.
in Latin it's Chimera, which is even weirder.
Ah, Chimera, my other ex-girlfriend.
Oh my god.
Do you have Domacia, Laurentia, and fucking Chimera?
Hey, I dated a lot of exotic women on my world tour, my friend.
I ain't judging. I'm just wishing I could hear more of these stories, you know?
Night, Smokey.
Night,
Night,
Smokey.
Night, Smokey. Always a
Night,
pleasure, my
everybody.
guy.
Do we have a... Oh, no, we don't have a round.
Oh wait, he's not in here. He's not even in the chat.
Oh, yeah, we all said goodnight to him and he couldn't hear us.
Oh, well.
Well,
That tequila sneaking up.
All right, yeah, that's a place to wrap it up.
Yep, it was really fun. It was great. We,
All right, no more trebuchets, guys.
Yeah, ever.
No more trebuchets.
wait, what was the result of that body getting flung?
I don't know.
You got yeeted, like,
That was it.
Yeah.
for a good
But
100 plus
he was
miles.
AFK, you were supposed to catch him and look for him.
Yeah, no, but then Trad said it was 200 fucking miles.
It is.
Yeah, you didn't run though.
Yeah, at
Look,
that point I thought we were all just in
I can be
agreement.
Specific. It's it was about 140 miles.
Yeah, Jesus
take.
Christ.
You could have made it.
Ocean door that far.
All right. Well, I will talk to you guys later.
yep.
Yep.
Always a pleasure, my friends. Crash and myself.
Good night.
All right, good game, guys.
GS.
I might
Wait a
even hang
second.
around for a minute instead of
Oh,
just
yeah.
running like I used to.
Trad, you said you had something for me?
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
no, I did. I'll message you.
Oh, no, that's fine. I just wanted to remind you because you
No,
said
no,
so.
good call. I've been having to do that a lot, like telling people to remind me things.
No, that's fine. I'm just looking at because I'm trying to figure out no, because it's poison or disease, which technically means that poison or disease, which means I can't cure paralysis. Oh well.
Oh, well, it looks like I'm out of this next fight. Again. This has just been weeks of Trad systematically not allowing me to fight. Oh, I was muted. I was talking so much shit. I was gonna say, oh, look, it's another week of me being unable to fucking fight. Thanks, Trad.
What do you mean? Relax. You're not always the hero of the story, Ben. Jesus.
I know I'm not, but I think this is the third week I've been just like paralyzed or unable to move.
Don't
Well,
blame,
aside from the part where you almost one-shot the wizard last time.
Yeah.
So
blame the game,
guys,
blame the dice.
guys, you don't get it. This is his story.
Yeah, this is my story. This is Final Fantasy X.
Oh god, I'm quitting now.
I want to kick Devray in the shins.
Please, Nibs, I will hold him down for you. Okay, I will command
Just
him.
kick him right in the shins, make it hurt real good.
I will give him a command. Stay there and take it like a man, just for the Final Fantasy X reference.
I will pick you up and fucking take you back to that goddamn trebuchet, and we will never see you again.
That's a long walk, dude. It's like
Several days, isn't it?
It's a several-day walk.
I am taller than you and
Also-
can hold you for a while.
I'm slippery and nimble.
Hold on, here's a question.
I
Does,
use my action to coat myself in animal fat.
I hate you both at this point.
I've actually
You could.
in 3.5, we actually had a grappler who would do that. At the
It makes
start of
sense.
Actually,
I
funny.
oil myself up.
Oldest
There we
trick in the
go, I'm
book.
waiting for the Hakan. Also,
Yeah,
as
the
a note,
Hakan, yeah, it's totally a Street Fighter reference. That guy,
well, it's also just Turkish oil wrestling in general, but that's besides the point.
Turkish oil wrestling.
It's actually a thing, by the
Oh,
way.
man.
It
Sounds like
is.
fun.
It's gloriously.
Once you get past the homo,
Men get all oily and
Yeah, as I said, it's an interesting.
once you get past the homoeroticism, it's a great sport.
And also, as a note,
Where we at on the food? Food votes.
I voted for a bowl of Parmesan because
Oh, we got it up to 9. It's still got some space to go, but
I am determined to see this grow.
Larry, can we get you to change your votes to a bowl of fucking Parmesan?
No.
Trebuchet, breakfast torment, you are
I only have
brilliant.
one vote anyway. Nah, that's good.
No, according to this, you have plus 10 votes because of.
Did we use that for last month or for this
that was
month?
last.
that was last
Yeah, that was already. That's
Oh,
way
okay.
done.
Yeah.
I haven't gifted that many. That was like Christmas.
Nah, it was Christmas time.
I did my Christmas bitches, my usual thing where I give out subs.
I'm voting for a pot of gravy. That's gorgeous.
I fucking hate Ame. What an asshole.
Oh, hold on a second.
Pot
Hold on.
o gravy. Like, you have to get all the giblets in there too.
Oh, that's no.
Wait.
I make all my gravy from scratch.
Can we combine the two? Can we do pot of gravy and Parmesan?
Oh,
Might as
gravy
well
and
just
make-
cheese.
Wait,
Wait, you might as well just make fucking poutine at that point.
I mean, I'd be okay with that.
Parmesan poutine.
Do I think I had that spell prepared. Holy shit.
What?
Ben,
Mixed gravy and Parmesan?
Absolutely.
That's
Best
that's
spell ever.
a handy fucking spell right there.
I know.
Dude, fucking imbued on the whisk.
Yeah, and in fact, since I leveled up, I can actually change one of my spells. I'm gonna do that. Well, I now have Lesser Restoration, which I think I'll just use to pick up Ben next session.
Hey! I have to
It seems-
survive a turn being completely paralyzed, but I should be okay, right?
In theory, yes.
Chimeras
yeah,
can't do more than
condition
64 damage, right?
No way in hell can they. Unless they have fighter levels and for some reason have 2 action surges. Trad, get on that, please. I expect to see a fighter Chimera very soon.
Yeah, he's the
get out.
toughest guy. He's the toughest Chimera in Letterkenny.
Oh, what?
I swear to God, if I have to fight Wayne one of these days, I'm gonna be pissed.
By the way, Trad, low effort, high impact boss fight. Give a monster fighter levels. It actually works really well and will scare the party.
How do I even do that? Just give them the abilities that a fighter would have?
Yeah, you literally just do that and then give them the hit dice, and it actually works. I've actually almost wiped out an entire party with 2 levels of fighter.
That's terrifying.
It's great, and it was a level 5. It was a CR5 monster, and it basically murdered the entire party. They all got
So, for example, if I had a creature who had... Wait,